pew, 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 pew.
It's so ASMR right now. I love it.
You're right. You're right. It really is. It really is. What's
Pew,
happening?
pew, pew,
What's up, guys?
Do it again. Do it again.
pew, 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 pew.
All right, I don't like Robert trying to give us sexy sounds while we're
Dude, I
sitting
kinda
alone
like it.
in our
I
own spaces.
Yeah, so this is weird, man. This is the first ever Pass the Gravy we've done with all three
Quarantine.
of us. I guess first, that we're not in the same place. I think Robert and I have done a couple of big bro, Pass the Gravy bro episodes on the phone or over Skype. But we're trying to do the video thing and all of this today remotely. I apologize for my audio quality. I had Robert and I tested this out last night. I thought that it was going to sound a lot better, and there were some issues, so I have a USB mic coming. I had a backup mic, I thought, and I loaned it out to my friend. So
Yeah, I was about to say, I just now noticed you weren't wearing headphones.
I am. I've got headphones right here.
No, but you know what I mean.
The big ones, yeah.
Yeah.
These work too, but the other ones they look more podcasty, right?
You look stupid.
And we're only talking for those of you that are just listening, you're I have no idea what's going on, but that explains, I guess, the audio difference. So yeah, we are all three at our homes, I guess. Robert looks like he's in a shed. Let's just shed some light on that. No pun intended.
Ooh.
What it look I just see wood behind you, wood walls. Is it a barn, or is it a shed?
So it's not a shed. It's not a barn. It's an unfinished room that's being built, that's attached to the house.
Okay, I mean that makes sense. It has that interior look of a shed.
Yeah, it does. So since it's an unfinished room, there's no AC in here, so it's really hot. I have a fan going on, but still.
Do you have a towel ready to wipe away the sweat?
That would have been a good idea had I thought about
it. Is this your little way to get us to hurry up? You're guys, I am gonna just be in a sweat lodge.
Yeah.
So we better have a fast podcast today.
Yeah, when I pass out, that means we've gone too far.
That's a good.
No, man, we're just trying to help you lose weight. It's all good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just a sweat lodge, dude. It's a sweat lodge. All right, let's get right into stuff, I guess. Even though we were just bullshitting for a while. So yeah, this is gonna be a little bit weird. Hopefully there's not any delays or glitches or technical issues, but let's hop into things. And why don't we tell you guys where we've been?
Where you been? Where you been? Where you been? Where you been? Where you been? Where you been? Where you been? Where you been? Where you been? Where you gone? Where you gone? Since you been? Where you been? Where you been? Where you been?
Pat, where have you been, buddy?
Dude, so many video games. I was up till 5 o'clock last night just because I couldn't put down the controller. I was planning on doing a bunch of yard work today. Yeah, and it didn't happen. I didn't get out. I didn't wake up until 10:45, and it was already, 88 degrees outside, and I was kind of hungover. So yeah, there was 0% chance of yard work happening today. As I was sitting around today, I started Breaking Bad finally.
It's about damn time.
I watched episode 1 last night at 4:30 in the morning.
Whenever you did.
And I started episode 2 today. Got off because we had to start getting ready for this. But I've also been wondering, do you think it's conspiracy theory that I got ready for us? So I should actually probably get one of those ready. Do you think Zoom started? Do you think Zoom started the coronavirus? Because they're making a lot of money right now.
Honestly, I don't think they are making as much money as you think. I think there's companies that are paying them, but I don't think individual people are really paying Zoom a bunch. Because I paid to subscribe to Zoom so we could record all this and have. Well, there you go, Pat's opening it. Remember, not everybody's watching. A lot of people are just listening, but that gives you one more reason. That does give one more reason to go and watch the video version of the podcast. But why don't you listen to it, then go watch it, or vice versa? Give us both. Give us both those clicks.
Yeah. But even if it's just the companies, they're making way more money right now than they were previously because everybody is now buying all these Zoom memberships.
Yeah, I mean, more people definitely are. I just, I think a lot of people that are using it are using their business account ones. And then you can, I think, stream free for 45 minutes or an hour without having a subscription. As long as but for you guys, I think y'all are good as long as I'm doing it and hosting the meeting. I don't know.
Let's hope so.
We've got, let's hope so, or else we are going to just.
Or we're recording 4 podcasts today.
Yeah, that'd be a pain in the ass. Robert and I tested this out last night, so I think it should be good. And I did some research today. It looks like it'll be good. But, yeah. So you've been just not doing lawn work, really. That's kind of what you're doing.
Yeah.
Going
Yeah,
conspiracy
playing video
theories.
games. Not a real eventful week for me this week. I'm probably going to take tomorrow off, though, so I can actually get that done. But who knows? Maybe I'll stay up to 5 a.m. again and be a complete piece of shit 2 days in a row. Well,
You never know.
2,000 days in a row, but that's not the point.
Right, but like now you're like a quarantine piece of shit. It's like I just can't. I can't.
Yeah. But, yeah, that's where I've been.
Robert, what about you? You been up to anything fun?
I let Sam give me a haircut over the weekend.
Ooh, how'd that go?
Not sure.
It looks good.
It's-
It didn't look terrible.
Yeah, and it's not bad. She did it a few years ago, and that time it looked very bad, but this time it's a lot better.
That's a lot of
I
Did you
think
let
trust.
her know it was? Did you let her know it was bad last time?
Of course,
Or
I
were
did.
you just
No,
polite
of
about
course
it?
I
Oh, okay.
No, she had to know.
Does Jokes pull any
Yeah.
punches? No, he doesn't. He's gonna tell you how it is.
You got to
Yeah,
improve
yeah.
for next time.
Yeah, just giving her some pointers. It's like I love you, but don't do that again. Don't do that again out on the streets. Yeah, I feel like a
she
lot
was
of
really nervous. She was really nervous about messing it up this time, so it took like an hour, just because she was going really slow and like, oh, is this okay? Is this okay? And like then doing scissors on top.
yeah. It does seem like this is like we're getting that 3-week point now where most people have been quarantined. I feel like, and now it is like a lot of people do get haircuts like every month or every 3 weeks or so, and they're getting to that point like, what do I do? Like, if I don't know anybody that's gonna cut my hair for me, then I guess like do I grow it out? Like I feel like beards are gonna come back for sure, and now like
Oh, yeah.
long hair is back for sure.
Are you gonna let Emma cut your hair?
No. I wouldn't trust that at all.
There's no trust there.
I wouldn't trust that at all. And I wouldn't trust. I think she shouldn't trust me to cut her hair. So I did let my friend.
I mean,
I did let my friend do that in high school one time. Like my mom, like I used to always want to grow my hair out, and my mom would be like, "No, you gotta get your hair cut. It looks bad for school." I was like, "Mom, I want to grow my hair out." And then I can't remember. I got in an argument with her. She's like, "Well, you have to get your hair cut, or else you're not gonna get to do this." And I was like, "All right, well, I don't want to go to the place to get it cut. My friend, you can just cut it, right? Your mom cuts hair. You got the same genes." And he was like, "Yeah, I got you." And he like cut right across, and it looked like it had like beetle bangs. And then I was just like, whatever. So then I had to go get it cut short, and it sucked. So that's why I don't let other people cut my hair that aren't good at it.
I cut my own hair, and I'm not good at it.
But you don't really have like
I just shave it, though.
yeah. You just
You
shave
also
it.
never let it get too long. Like
it's-
Alex and I.
I don't know how you guys do it. It's so hot.
I
I
get a
don't know
little
how you
shaggy.
guys deal with long hair.
You're also sweating mostly or more during the day than we are. I feel like.
That's true. But your hair right now is probably about as long as I've ever let my hair get.
Oh, see, I used to have mine like shoulder length. Like when we started the podcast.
Oh, I know,
That's
yeah.
what I had, yeah. Pat, how many beers is that already?
Well, no. That was I just poured that one in here, but I was finishing the last drop.
Okay.
This will be number 2.
I was like, Pat's crushing beers right now.
Oh, this is going to be interesting today, guys. I'm just letting you know right now.
And other than that, I watched Jojo Rabbit. I'm not sure if you guys have heard of that movie.
Mm.
It's with Taika
Hitler.
Waititi. Yes, it's a World War II movie comedy where a 10-year-old boy has an imaginary friend that's Hitler.
Notice how fast Pat jumped in. He's like, "Oh, it's Hitler, yeah." Like Pat knows all about Hitler.
I'm a history buff.
Weird.
He's a World War II history buff.
I started to watch it over at my buddy's one time when I got over there. I'm very much looking forward to seeing it too. It looked really good.
It was a really good movie. I'd highly recommend it.
Jojo Rabbit.
Yes, Jojo
Mhm.
Rabbit.
I think it got some nominations, didn't it?
It did.
Yeah.
I think for Best Picture.
Yeah, there was a lot of buzz on that one.
That's what's up.
That's pretty much where I've been.
So I haven't really done too much. I did keep the crawfish streak alive. We're at 12 weeks now, and I think so. That's 3 weeks in quarantine, pretty much since everything's been shut down. Got that going. That's when we recorded a drunk cast. I don't know if any of you guys get to check out that yet, but hopefully some of you guys listening did get to listen to Tessa, myself, Chili, who finally made an appearance on the podcast after forever. Then we had, I don't know if you got to meet Country Club Earl, for those of you that listened. Like, we got to meet some other of our friends. Emma was on it. Christina, Chili's wife, was on it. And I thought it was bad on my end. But listening back to some of the stuff was like, it was so bad it was funny maybe. So if you haven't listened to Quarantine Drunkcast, episode 336, go back and give that bad boy a listen after you're finished with this one. So the crawfish streak is at 12 weeks. And I'm as long as they keep restaurants open, I feel like I'm gonna be able to keep the streak going. I'm just unhappy that like I was planning on going to a different place every week, and that's kind of spoiled for me. So I'm not gonna get to do that. But as long as if I can keep the streak going, then I'm okay. You know. Also played a lot of Grand Theft Auto. Pat, I don't know about you. You've got Grand Theft Auto, right?
Not currently installed on my Xbox, but I do have it because it's Chris's old Xbox, so he had it. Yeah. Now I have it.
You should get on that GTA Online, dude. They got Arena Wars, which is like Mad Max. You just build sharp cars. You build like cars with weapons on them, and you just fight other cars, and it's awesome. So that's what I've been doing a lot of, I feel like. Just playing a lot of Grand Theft Auto Online. It's been pretty lit and definitely entertaining. Watched all of the Batman movies. I think the Bane thing, like the Bane mask last week that I had on. Well, guys, I'm back again. Who would have thought? 2 weeks in a row. But the Bane mask got like I was talking like that, and Emma was just like, "Shut up!" And I was like, "You've seen Bane? Like he does." Because she was like, "He doesn't talk like that." And I was like, "Have you heard him talk? Like that's kind of how he talks." And she was like, "Oh, I've never seen the movie." And I was like, "Oh, what?" So we just were like, "Why don't we watch all the Batman movies?" And the first one was on TV on Saturday. And so we watched that one, and then we rented the second and third one and watched all three of those. And I know we were kind of talking about it before the podcast, but like, let's go through like the rankings of like and it's just, is it Christopher Nolan Batmans? Is that what they're called?
Yeah.
Like, okay. Cause I know they're all like in the series or whatever, but it's like the Christopher Nolan Batman one. So Batman Begins,
Begins, and Dark Knight, and Dark Knight Rises.
Okay. So have you had to go, 1 is Batman Begins, 2 Dark Knight Rises is 3. You had to rank the 3 from best to worst. How would you guys go?
I would go 2, 3, 1.
That's probably where I would go.
Yeah. Dark Knight number 2 is of course number 1, and then after that it's just personal preferences.
No, I would go 2, 1, 3. That's
I was about to say you changed from before.
2, 1, 3 is what I would go with.
Oh, Bobby's just trying to toe the company line.
They did he really did such a great job of setting up the beginning, like the movie.
Yeah.
Like showing how he became Batman in that one, and it's been done a million times, but Christopher Nolan really nailed it.
Yeah, it was pretty dope. And then, like, I don't know, like after seeing Joaquin Phoenix's Joker, it's like Heath Ledger's is still probably better just because he has to go up against Batman. But I don't know, Joaquin Phoenix would have been interesting to see in that. I wonder how that would have gone in that same role, you know?
Oh God, I don't know.
That was just kind of what I was putting myself in that, you know? They're definitely making another one, right?
Yeah.
That's awesome. Good. They should. They definitely should. So watched all of the Batman movies. That was cool. Emma said that they were good, so that's good. And then on Netflix, Community has been out. I don't remember if I talked about that last week, but we've been watching that. And if you like The Office, you like Parks and Rec, and you don't know what Community is, go check it out. It's Joel McHale, Donald Glover, Childish Gambino, before he was like famous. It's got a bunch of people in it that you have seen in a lot of other things. I don't remember her name, but the girl that played the main character in Love, she's in it.
Alison Brie?
Maybe.
Is she the one that is Joel McHale's like love interest in there?
Yep.
Yeah, Alison Brie.
That's her. Then she's in it. Chevy Chase is in it. So it's like it's got a good cast of characters, and it's a pretty funny show. So if you look to kill some time in this quarantine, you can burn through 6 seasons or 5 seasons of Community.
Yeah, I almost started it last night, but I was like, I can't start anything else until I do Breaking Bad. Like it's getting out of hand. It's time.
And I think that's good that you did that, man. I think.
But Community is next on the list.
There you go. So yeah, that's pretty much where I've been, and it seems like for the next while, I just feel like that whole segment is just going to turn into. What are we watching? Yeah. Did the crawfish streak go? Oh yeah, it did. Hey, you okay there, buddy?
Corona.
He's got the Rona.
Yeah.
He's got the Rona. So somebody at my office that I share materials and stuff with got the Rona and officially like came down with it.
It's official now.
It's official. I'm now 8 days removed from possible contact with them, I feel like. But, like, not like I was exposed, really. Like, I just shared the stuff, but, like, we wiped down everything. So it's just like I think those Clorox wipes and the Lysol stuff all works, but it's like I'm just kind of freaking out a little bit. Like in my head. I'm not scared or anything, but just like I'm like, let's just double clean everything. Like I want to be going in, I want to be doing the job. It's not like I'm being forced to or anything, but it's like now I know somebody that like works right by me, like that usually works right by me that has it. And it's kind of like that's like I remember somebody was like, you're gonna know, everybody's gonna know somebody that has it. And now it's like boom, that hit for me. So crazy shit. But that is that's our Where You Been segment. I guess we can move on to the Comeback Kid segment if you want to, but we could also tell you that something that's a comeback always is Southern Star Brewing Company. Obviously, Pat's gonna see how many Southern Stars he can drink today. You can go pick up beer from them. They're doing to-go beer at the brewery every single day. You can go look at the times and everything on their website, on their Facebook. I believe you can go from noon to or 9 to 5 or 9 to 4 every single day, and then on the weekends I think you can go till 7. I'm not 100% sure, but I know that they're definitely open between those hours. And go check them out. Southern Star Brewing Company, 3525 North Fraser Street, up in Conroe. And you can get them at HEB. You can get them at Specs, at Total Wine, at most liquor stores.
Kroger.
Kroger. We give a shout out to Bree, Miss Lola hit us up with some Southern Star. Danny Weston, I saw you had some. I know Ashley Wilkins had some Southern Star. Uziel Lara, Lil Uzi on Twitter. That's an awesome fucking Twitter handle, by the way. I know he's all of them have been supporting Southern Star this past week. If you're drinking a Southern Star, this is when they need you guys the most. It's like, and this is like honestly the easiest thing to do. It's like to support small businesses, buy beer. Duh. Like, okay, seems easy enough, right? Just buy some Southern Star Brewing Company beer, and you're supporting our economy. You're supporting small local businesses, and Southern Star is our favorite small local business. So go support them and get a Southern Star. Tweet us a picture of you with your Southern Star at Pat's Gravy Pod. Tag them at Southern Star BC. I am at Alex J. Middleton. Pat's at NatPatDN. Robert is at Robert Barbosa 03. But get you some Southern Star, whether it be the red Bombshell blonde can, or the blue Bombshell blonde can, or the strawberry Bombshell blonde. That's my personal favorite. Perhaps you like the Conspiracy Theory IPA, like Pat does. The Subatomico Juicy IPA also is available. The Kolsch. I've been. Oh, there we go. This is Subatomico. I've been a big fan of the Kolsch as of late. I've been crushing some of those. Emma was making tacos. She poured a little Kolsch into it. The tacos were bomb last night from the crock pot. There's something for everybody at Southern Star Brewing Company, 3525 North Fraser Street. Go vote for your favorite Bombshell blonde can. Do you want the red one or the blue one? Bombshell2020.com. Your vote matters. And support small businesses. Buy some Southern Stars. Let's stimulate this economy. You buy beer, you're stimulating the economy. That's like I know that they're saying quarantining, staying inside is the easiest thing we've done is to like save the world. Like save the economy and the world. Go get you some Southern Star beer, then sit at your house. Boom, you've supported everything. You're keeping up, you're propping up the economy, and you're saving the world. And just, pat yourself on the back because you're being a hero, all right?
You're drinking enough beer, you're going to be stimulating yourself anyway, so.
100%, 100%. Southern Star Brewing Company, the official beer sponsor of Pass the Gravy, and the best beer in the entire world. All right, fellas, let's get to our next segment, the Comeback Kid segment, the first ever Zoom version of Comeback Kid. And why don't we get right into it now? Zoom.
It's the Comeback Kid. The Comeback Kid of the week. The Comeback Kid of the week. Bitch.
All right. Our first Comeback Kid of the week is wearing masks. Because that's back. A lot of people wear masks. So you go out everywhere, you see people walking around in masks. And I mean, I'm not knocking people wearing masks. It makes sense. I think they were saying that the CDC wanted to urge everybody to wear masks as I touch my face. The CDC wanted to urge everybody to wear masks, but they didn't want to like create a shortage of masks by making everybody run out and get them. And now I see a lot of people are like sewing their own and making their own, which is cool. So do either of you guys have masks? You guys know I have an altitude training mask, so I'm good. But do either of you guys, have you thought about investing in one? Do you think you
No.
will? I didn't think you would, Pat. Robert, really, that was aimed at you.
Yeah, we do have masks, but I haven't worn them yet.
Not yet.
Yeah.
No.
Unless it's the N95, it's not really effective anyway. And I'm not going to be trying to get those because there's people that actually need them.
That's how I kind of feel about that. Although I know that the N95 is the one that like keeps you from getting it, but I feel like a real reason that people are wearing them is like because you don't know if you're contagious if you have it a lot of times. Most of the time you don't know.
But those
So, like, you
regular
could
just
be-
little masks, you can like if you cough, it's still going right through it.
No, it limits the spread though. So it would like
Slightly.
I don't know. I
Guess
looked at
any
those
little bit
graphs,
counts.
but it's like you're helping prevent the spread. So it's like if you have to go to the grocery store and you like if you don't feel well, don't go to the fucking grocery store. You got to hunker down and use what you got. But like if you're just going there like and you possibly have it and don't have symptoms or anything like then like that's when I feel like that makes sense.
Have
I'm
you
like-
seen any of the pictures out there of just sexy ladies wearing masks that they have fashioned into like bikinis?
I have seen that. I mean,
Yeah.
I was researching, obviously. Like somebody was like, "Hey, did you see this?" And I was like, "Well, is there a mask shortage? Because if there's a mask shortage, no, ladies." And apparently, if they're making their own, then it's good.
Yeah, so many thirsty guys in the comments too, like, "Oh, I'd like that mask." I'm like, well, we're trying to stop the spread of disease, and if you put that one on, I'm pretty sure
Or like
you're getting something.
my favorite. This is the most overused, like horny guy comment on every Instagram girl's comments. Like, "Oh, I'd love to quarantine with you. Oh, wish I was quarantined with you. I could think of a few things we could do."
Checkers.
Exactly. Checkers with horns, which is why I said horn. I don't know, dude. It is like guys are fucking leaving some fucking creep. I mean, they probably always do, but like I'm just noticing it a lot more. Like people are at home, so you can see the guy. Like, everybody's got those 3-4 friends that have like porn Twitter, and it's like, dude, I can see you liking every single one of Ava Adams' posts. I can see you liking a picture of the girl, like the video of the girl fingering herself. Like, everybody sees that, right, man?
Yeah, that's always creepy when you see somebody liked porn. You're like, all right, we all like it.
Right. I just don't click like
social media.
typically. Yeah. Although you're clear on Instagram because Instagram used to show people what you liked too. If you went to that tab, now you're good. So like away on all that stuff, fellas.
And some porn stars and stuff, they might have funny social media. That's fine. Just don't
They do.
like the actual porn. Just keep it to the funny tweets.
Or do
and you're
if
fine.
you don't care, but just know that everybody else that follows you a lot of times can see what you like.
Yeah, I mean, if you have like 2 followers, that's fine because then
Right.
if you're just using it as a system to,
But
you
still,
go
those
in
2
your own
followers can
likes
see
later.
what you liked.
I mean, if all you're liking is porn, I'm pretty sure your 2 followers are porn guys too.
That's a good point. But there are I have 2 guys.
Use your burner.
Right. Yeah. Just make a burn. But I have a couple people I follow, and it's like this whole quarantine, like at a certain couple times each day, it's like you'll just see mass likes from them. It's like likes. So and so liked. So and so liked. So and so liked. It's like porn. Okay.
Normally, I would say that's all at 12:30 at night, but fuck, right now that could be 2:30 in the afternoon.
Really,
Who
like
knows?
nobody knows time. Time is just a flat circle, like we said last week. So wearing masks is definitely back. I think I'm just waiting for somebody to take it literal and just no, I'm gonna wear a Phantom of the Opera mask. Like you said, masks, right? Like I had to have masks. This is a mask and it counts. So I'm
The
waiting.
half
for
face
that.
mask. I like that.
And then another comeback kid related to that is, I guess all of these comeback kids are kind of related to coronavirus, but phone sex. I just thought about this the other day. I guess it's probably been back, but we're bringing it back. We're talking about it, saying it's to come back on this show because I would assume if you're not quarantined with your girlfriend or your boyfriend or whatever, you're probably getting a little anxious at this point in time. It's been a couple weeks, unless you're breaking quarantine, which is no, we don't condone that here on Pass the Gravy. Maybe you're doing a couple, is it cyber sex? You're doing some Zoom sex? I guess.
Yeah, that's what I was.
Got it easy.
That's what I was wondering. Is would you count FaceTime shit? Does that count as phone sex? Because in my head it doesn't. Phone sex is just audio.
If you're FaceTiming on your phone, then yeah, it's sort of phone sex.
Well,
But
I mean,
yeah,
it
there's no
is.
more hey baby, what are you?
But I don't
wearing?
consider it that. If it's if it's video chatting, I feel like that's different than phone sex. Even if it's like FaceTime, it's on the phone.
Yeah. Did you ever
So,
watch Catfish the movie, like the original Catfish, the documentary? Did you, Robert?
Yes, actually.
Where Neve had it happen to him. Like
Yeah.
the most cringy part of the whole show is when like his friends are like, "No, let me see the text," and like because he was texting that like old lady. Spoiler: it's been out for a long time, but he was like an old lady that he thought was this girl, and like they like showed up to where her house was, and it was like not her house at all. And then he was like, "All right, I think something's up," and that's when you kind of figured out what was happening. And they would go through all the texts, and they're just sex after sex after sex after sex after sex, and they're reading them out loud. And like Neve's just got the blanket over his head, and it's like that stuff's only like cool when you're doing it. Like it's never like nobody ever wants to go back and reread those or anything like that. Like it's always like this is good in the moment, and it's never gonna be cool again after that.
yeah, once you go flaccid, it's just not
It's just
fun
regret.
to look at
It's
anymore.
just regret, no matter what it
It's
is.
just,
You're
just
like,
shame and regret.
I wanted to do what with your tit?
Who knew when he said he was going to knock the dust off of her pussy that she actually had an old dusty pussy?
Who knew? Who knew? So yeah, I would assume like cyber sex and phone sex is bad. Virtual sex. That
I think that's a good umbrella term.
Do they still have those? I haven't seen them in a long time.
Actually, wait, no. Virtual sex is a subset of porn.
Well, hot damn.
Guess I'm the porn guy.
Guess I know what I'm doing, Nat. Yeah, we gotta Pat's the porn guy on the podcast.
I'm the only single one, so yeah, it's kind of default on that.
I don't know if they still do them anymore though, but because I haven't seen them in a while. But remember those late night commercials? Like, first off, the Girls Gone Wild ones are gone. Where it's like when we were a kid, it was like Girls Gone Wild. These crazy college co-eds are having spring break fun. It's just a bunch of chicks flashing the camera, and I was like, oh man, I can't wait till I'm an adult and I can buy those. Like that wasn't that exciting, really. It was just like tits, cool. Like
little did
girls'
11-year-old us know that it would just be everywhere.
Boy, oh boy, yeah. We had a whole smorgasbord awaiting us when we got to that age. And then the call numbers. There was like, "Hi guys, you bored?
Those are still around.
You up late?" I haven't seen one in so long. It's just like weird, like girls in lingerie. It's just like, "I'm so bored waiting."
Watch
call me.
Watch Comedy Central at like 12:30, 1 o'clock, and you'll see him. See, I spread it to you
I got
virtually.
it. There it is. Damn it.
Robert, you better not
These
cough.
boxes aren't they're not 6 feet apart. We have to spread these the boxes we're recording into apart further. So yeah, phone sex. Robert, have you ever indulged in sexting or phone sexting?
Not phone sex. No. I feel like everyone's sexted.
Yeah, okay. I just didn't know. I didn't know.
I
It's
just-
something that Bobby
but
Jones
that-
would say no even if he has, so I appreciate
But
you
that's
being honest.
years ago. I don't do that currently.
That was old Bobby jokes.
Yeah.
That was Robert.
Like high school.
That was Robert Barbosa, not Bobby Jokes, okay? Bobby Jokes is refined.
For some reason, I just thought about Bobby doing like not sending a dick pic, but just like pulling down his pants and like sending a picture of just like the side ass cheek.
Oh, yeah.
That's-
Yeah, I could see that.
Except, no, he's probably the dirtiest one out of all of us. He just does it without
He's
cussing.
low key. He's low key. Yeah, and that's like direct because it's like I'm gonna fuck the shit out of you. It's like I'm gonna sensually rub you and
penetrate you.
caress you here before penetrating you to fulfillment. And
I'm
to-
going to
oh my
insert
goodness, he's a
myself into
wordsmith.
you.
I don't like this.
Can we stop it now?
Oh, man. Oh, hashtag Bobby Jokes dirty tweets, guys. Let us know what he would say.
Oh, do it. Do it.
Oh, I feel like Smash is-
ASMR voice. Ooh, dirty talk.
Robert, nobody can see our hands right now, so you might want to be careful with that, okay?
That's true. That's true. All right, our next comeback kid. Our next comeback kid is we got Islands. Islands are coming back this week. I don't know if you guys saw, but I'm sure Pat did. Robert, did you see Dana White bought a goddamn island? Bought an island.
I did.
We're gonna have UFC fights on an island, and this is everything that I feel like we've been discussing for weeks now. Like, let's isolate everybody. and let them play these sports by themselves. I saw the leagues are trying to get testing for everybody, so they're like, okay, we're 100% clear to go. Let's do this. You bought an island? Hell yeah. Hell
See,
yeah.
I thought he was inspired by Love Island. But
Which he
I
could have
guess
been.
not.
We don't know that he wasn't, though. Because maybe you're a fighter on the island and you do find love. And also, like, I'm just saying, if you're Dana White, just slip on here. Like, let's turn this into a multi, like this has to be like a production company on the island. You can have a couple shows going on, like UFC Love Island over here when you're not fighting. Like, once you just fought, then you go to UFC Love Island, which I would kind of watch because it's like people that just got beat up. Like people with black eyes.
Why is this?
With, like,
why not just
fucked up
make
faces.
this? Why not just make this the new season of The Ultimate Fighter?
You could have that on the other side of the island. I was saying we could have a lot of
Like,
shows
that's
going on at the same time.
I see. I'm worried about it though because like, here's the thing: you got to fly in everybody, or unless they're all gonna whoever's fighting is holding their camp on the island. But then you still have all the
Which I
people
think
that are
you should
running
have
the
to do
camp,
because that makes
training
it feel like
partners,
it's Survivor.
sparring
You have a
partners,
camp on the island.
medical professionals, because you got, in case somebody seriously gets hurt during the fight, you got to have people there, doctors, all this shit.
They were
There's
going to
still a lot
definitely
of
have
people.
that.
But that's what I'm saying. There's still a lot. It's not like he's buying. See, in my head, he's buying just like an island where they still have to build the infrastructure. I'm sure that's not true.
They said that, but he's going to be having it ready by April 18th with the UFC 249.
But see, if it's not ready, then everyone's still doing their own training camps that you have to fly everyone in for. You got to bring in it's just, I don't see how it's going to be ready by April 18th.
Oh, man.
I want it
What
to
if
be.
it's what if it turns into like a fight, like UFC Fire Fest, and it's just like a bunch of UFC fighters there? They're like, man, there ain't no fucking octagon here, shit, and like
No,
it's just like they just like fight on sand. So then it's just like all the UFC fighters tweeting, like everybody was tweeting at Fire Fest, like this is terrible, and then we get to make a documentary that Netflix is gonna have, and then Hulu's also gonna have a competing documentary, and then we'll talk about this, and then the cycle will just repeat itself.
Brilliant idea. You just airdrop all the fighters
sort of
in.
A terrible idea, honestly, if you're Dana White. But I don't see Dana being that kind of guy.
You
Dana seems like a better
airdrop
businessman
in.
than Ja Rule to me. Just a hunch.
Airdrop in a bunch of fighters and have it be like Fortnite, but just with UFC fighters and no weapons. Last one conscious wins.
Absolutely, yes.
Right?
Okay, so all right, hear me out. Everybody's like, yo, we want a shot at the title, right? I didn't get my title shot. Okay, hear me out. So you get the top 8 fighters in each weight group, right? You bring them in on one of those big military helicopters.
C-130.
Yeah.
Oh, a helicopter. Oh, that's an airplane.
The one that they all jump out of. But like you bring in one of those, and then you just drop them at random points throughout the island, blindfolded, of course, until like you're like, all right, now you're good, and then you drop them, and then like that's who it is. But it's just like the top 8 people in each weight class, Hunger Games style, Fallout style. Then they just fight out whoever's last standing is the champ for that weight class, and then it's like, oh, I won the Corona Championship Challenge. Like that's what I did. And like I was the Corona champion, and then you get to defend your belt when we come back from all this.
I mean, and you got to get Corona beer to be a sponsor.
Yeah.
Or what if they just did like, if they did the Ultimate Fighter?
They're not making any beer right now. They're not making any production.
Well, I'm sure there's still stocks everywhere out there.
Mm-hmm.
But how about Ultimate Fighter, but they do it on an undeveloped island, so it's kind of like Survivor. So like at night they still have to like
themselves.
Yeah, they have to set up camp, they have to hunt for their own food, and they have to train for their upcoming fights.
So it's like you see who's the better survivalist and fighter. This is like primal shit. This
the
is
ultimate
caveman
survivor
style. Yeah. I love
Dude,
that.
like we've been creating so much content for TV networks the last couple
Why
weeks.
don't they just let us, like, somebody should hire us. Just like, hey, Pastor Baby, just we don't need you to really do anything. You're just our think tank. They just put us, like, we just go hang out in a room every day, like a little bubble. Like, all 3 of us just hang out there, and they're like, Alex, Pat, Robert, we got some questions. And we're like, you got any ideas? Like, yeah, I got a great idea. Hot air balloon fights. Close quarters, boom. It's going to be fast.
Ooh, that's kind of, I mean, they kind of already did something like that when they had that bare knuckle boxing championship league or whatever it was.
But not in a hot
They were
air
in a circle that was only like 8 feet apart. Like the diameter was 8 feet on it.
Where you could fall out.
No, but I'm saying like that's what it was. It was already
Uppercut,
close quarters
you're out of
fighting.
that basket.
Now
Oh,
you're
goodbye.
just taking, like, it was here, You're taking it to here. People on the video know what I'm saying. Everyone else is.
Which meant he said here, and then he lifted his hand higher, and I was taking it higher. As Creed would say, I was taking you higher. Okay, see, now this is, again, where Pat's just relying too heavily on video. Where usually you're in the same room.
Now I'm just
you don't
annoying
realize
Alex.
people are
I'm
just
doing it on
watching us
purpose.
video. But now, no, I get you. But no, like hot air balloon fights, all right, guys? Like, that's not been talked about. And I think
Friggin' Hollywood has his head so
World-
far up its ass it won't even listen to us. I swear to God.
World Hot Air Balloon Fighting League is ours. Okay, that's all ours.
Here's the problem with that, though. Someone could actually die. If you hit him with a sick uppercut, you might lift him off and, like, knock him out of the hot air balloon. And we don't want
Population
people to
problem
die.
Solved.
I think that's already kind of happening, bro.
Well, no, this is like a different way. Like we fuck up coronavirus, and then we're like, okay, like let's really deal with it. Like with it's not just mass wiping out people. It's like who wants to fight in a hot air balloon? And then you also
actually,
think
this
like
would be better because we're
It's the
getting rid of people that just like getting into fights.
right. These are the bar fighters. These are the people that are, yeah. I think that's
fucking bar fighters.
So then, like, also you're like, do I want to just get knocked out early so I can flip over the basket? Do I want to just slump down and fall into the basket and have to ride down? Because if I get knocked out early and we're not too high up off the ground, like, 'cause once they cut that last bag, you're out of there, baby. Like, once that bad boy starts to rise, you're just getting fucking going. So you could get knocked out, like, right after it happens, and then you get flipped over and you're good. You just lost the fight. Or you could wait till you're all the way up in the air and then you're dead. See? Choices. Choices,
Sure.
everybody.
Have you ever been in one?
No, I've always wanted to go.
Yeah, it sounds cool, but also, like, I feel like if I went in one 5 minutes into it, I'd be like, hey, I got to take a shit.
Well,
So,
you probably do that before you get on, I would assume.
I mean, what if I don't have to poop before I get on?
I don't know.
That's what dude, I hope you have a bucket or we're ending this real quick. And if all you have is a bucket, then we're probably going to end it real quick anyway.
That Mitch Hedberg joke that he did is like, I like hot air balloons because you don't need a license. They'll be like, yeah, where's your license? How about these scissors? Snip, snip. I'll see ya. But when we going to land, I don't know. Where are we going? Downwind?
Oh, fuck.
You can't really like go somewhere on a hot air balloon. Can you steer a hot air balloon?
I feel like there has to be a way because then otherwise, what the fuck are they doing?
Just let the. I love that. Like I love that adventurous attitude though. Maybe it's
like those giant. I don't know
the
where
big
it is every
gusty
year, where
day.
they
We
put,
might go to
like,
Kansas.
where they put like 200 of them in the air in pretty close quarters. Like I feel like you have to have a way to steer them, or else a slight wind change, they're all going to run into each other 600 feet in the air. That's not safe.
I don't know.
Where
this
is
whole,
that?
This whole time, you guys have been saying hot air balloons. I've been thinking blimps.
I get you. I mean, those technically are kind of hot air balloons. So
No,
Yeah.
they're not.
I mean, they are.
It's
If you think of it.
helium.
Well, maybe the helium's warm. What if it's
Or at least
a
I
blimp
don't
in
know if some
Miami?
of
It's
this
a
helium
hot air
used
balloon,
to-
I would say.
I mean, but the air in that isn't hot. It's just
You don't know
lighter
that.
than air.
What if the temperature's warm?
I do, because if it gets hot, it combusts.
Oh,
and then
now all of a
everything
sudden
blows
he's a
up. Ever heard of the
scientist.
goddamn Hindenburg?
Yeah, I didn't like read about it. I knew I heard about it. I mean, I've heard. Okay, is a Zeppelin the same thing as a blimp?
I think so.
I think it might be just be like Kleenex is to facial tissues.
Tissue?
I think it was a brand.
Well, we're gonna find
Like-
out here.
I think Zeppelins were just like the company that made them.
Is a Zeppelin a blimp?
I'm
Is the first-
100% guessing on that, but it sounds like it would be right.
Blimps are basically giant balloons. Zeppelins have an internal metal framework that maintains its shape even when not filled with gas.
Oh,
So that's when
that's
the
that German
Hindenburg-
engineering, yeah.
I think when the Hindenburg went down, right? It had like the scaffolding on it was
Mhm.
yeah. So that was a Zeppelin,
Zeppelin.
whereas the Goodyear blimp is just it's probably really flat when it's all done. That's gotta be crazy to be the guy. It's like, do you think they blow it up before you get in it, or like would you get in like the steering thing and then they blow it up? And you're
No,
just
they
like,
blow.
"Whoa."
Do you have any idea how long that's going to take to blow up? Of course, they blow it up before you get in it.
Hey man, I've been locked up a long time, man. Just let me wish, all right? Just let me wish.
I
All
just
right, let's-
realized I can flip up my microphone when I'm going to cough, so don't
Yeah,
need
do
that noise in there.
Start doing that.
I just did.
Good. I'm glad.
Okay, fine.
Whatever. I don't even care. Another comeback kid after Islands is Arizona / baseball. Because, all right, fellas, y'all are baseball guys here. Major League Baseball was possibly in talks to restart the season in May in Arizona using the spring training facilities and stadiums that they've got, along with the Diamondbacks Chase Field. There would be no fans, but it kind of sounded like a Little League ball fields thing, like, because you know, like when you'd go play Little League and there'd be like the 4 ball fields, they were all kind of connected to each other. And you're like, oh, I'm playing my game, but Ray's playing his game over there. And after I finish my game, I'm going to go see what he did. Did you get bubble gum too? Let's go to the concession stand. Like it feels
Snow
like that
cones.
would be it. But I feel like they're going to spread them out further than that. Because, I mean, obviously they're in different they're spring training facilities. That's kind of what it sounded like at first. And then I was like, what if we just got like Little League ball fields? Let's watch pros play on Little League ball fields.
Well, I don't remember the exact number, but I think they want to do it there because there's something like 10 fields within 5 miles of each other.
Yeah, we're in Florida. It's more spread out.
And then there's also the Major League Stadium is there. But and it is kind of what you're picturing. What it is, I was in Kissimmee in Florida once, and I went to the Astros one. And what it is there's the main field, and then there's like 3 or 4 small fields that surround it. I'm assuming they're only going to be playing on the main field and not have 4 different games going right there because, like I said, there's 10 real close.
But
so
you could, though, because you wouldn't have fans. And I think that might be, like, what their thing is like, well, then we can get in. Everybody can play, like, 15 straight days of games because we'll have a field going all the time. You could maybe just rotate. Like, I don't know. That way you wouldn't tear up the fields. You could just
and I'm wondering how many games are they going to have today? Are they going to have all 15 games in one day?
Probably.
I feel like you got to kind of – you're up against it, fitting in – I don't think they're going to fit 162 games in, but baseball's going to want to fit as many games into a shortened season as possible. And I feel like, are they going to have, you get, 7 off days this season? I don't know. You can start resting people, and then maybe you see who's got a deeper team. Or I don't know how the rest days are going to work, which is going to
– Well, I mean, a lot of times you're only getting 1 or 2 off days a month anyway.
Right. So now, do you just get 4 for the whole season? Are they going to just?
No, they'll still give you an off day here and there, but it'll still be easier because you're not traveling, so there's not that travel wear and tear on your body.
Yeah, I saw that the roster size might increase to maybe 50.
I don't know about increasing the roster size I don't think they'll do it like that though, just because they still don't want to be bringing in extra people they don't need to be bringing in. Now, maybe I could see because we're at what 25 now. They just or 26.
26.
Or no, isn't it 27? Didn't they just up it?
It was 25. Now it's 26. I think
that's what it is. Okay, yeah. I could see them maybe doing 30, just to 30? Have a couple that. Well, instead not 50, like you said.
I would still think maybe 40. Or something.
Well, no, they might add a couple spots just to, give a couple extra, you have some bullpen arms and shit. Just because, you won't be able to have minor leaguers going right now either. Mm-hmm. But I don't see them doing 50 and having that many extra people around because that's kind of the point is to limit contact.
Yeah.
Maybe 40 might actually be right though, because then you have people where if somebody gets injured, you can't go down and pull someone up from the minors.
Because the minor leagues, they're not going to play then, huh?
There's nowhere for them to play, man. They travel.
That would be their facilities a lot of times, though, like those spring training facilities, I guess.
Yeah, so that actually, I think you're right. Maybe it would be 40.
Where the Yankees do spring training at and stuff like that. So, I'm sure a lot of those teams probably share fields and stuff.
This is the first time I've even thought about that in the aspect of not being able to pull people up when people get injured. I'm sure you can still call them and be like, you guys better be, staying in shape at your house. Right. But a lot of these guys, minor leaguers, you live in 6 guys in a small apartment.
That's true. Man, I don't know. I just want to be back. And I heard somebody today was saying well, even if if this baseball thing works out this way where they're all playing in front of because what happens if everything goes back and we're able to go back to games that we can play at home stadiums and stuff like that. So then the Astros, say they sucked at whatever parks they're playing at out there. They come back, they got Minute Maid Park. Or you guys hate on the Yankees for having that short porch, which they do. I get you. But Yankees go out there, maybe they're struggling to hit it at Chase Field if they're playing out there. Then they come back to New York and the Yankees are able to just take off hitting home runs, but it's like a third of the way through the season or whatever. Like, I feel like that could also have an effect on that. And it's like what I was listening to, they were just bitching about, like, people are just going to complain, though, regardless of what it is. They're going to say it's not the same thing. They're going to say it's not fair. Like, is it fair? And like at this point, it's like, is it fair if we have baseball back? Like, I'm kind of willing to sacrifice, like, if they all had to play in Arizona for this many games, like if you're like, we're gonna play 20 games in Arizona over the next 20 days, and then if everything's okay, we're gonna go back to your own stadiums. You know, if not, we're gonna stay out in Arizona. But if they are, then I think that that's fair that everybody had that handicap at the same time. But then you're like, I don't know, you got to look at stadium by stadium. Is Wrigley Field easier to play at? All your home games in a bunch of other stadiums? Like, I don't know. It'll be weird.
I mean, that would already be a discussion, though. As long as everybody's playing, like, everybody is having to play in Arizona. So that's just a wash. Nobody has an advantage there. If
Right, so
you
it's
can
equal
say,
there,
like,
but then you go elsewhere, and they're like, well, how, was that a disadvantage that you then got to play? Like, I don't know. I guess you could say that with every season. Where
Yeah,
like,
I
you
mean,
play
that's-
all your home games at Wrigley.
that's just
I'm
home
stupid. I don't know.
ballparks. That's just that it is what it is. Ballparks are unique. Now, I can't wait. I would actually love to see this happen for two reasons. One, when the Astros start kicking the shit out of people, no, you can be like, oh, are they cheating? Like, no, there's no fucking fans. You can hear everything. And two, you'd be able to hear Bregman talking some shit on the field. Like,
That's true.
see him hit a bomb and just yell, fuck you, like right at the pitcher. Now, you know, he doesn't really do shit like that, but
Just buy a
I think this
baseball
season
island.
he might.
Just buy a baseball island, Manfred. Just do it. Dana did it.
Dude, we have Arizona. That's it's enough of an island.
It's a desert.
That Arizona Heat's going to be tough, though, on them.
I think
Right,
that's
like,
part of
what
it,
if the
though,
Diamondbacks
too,
just
is
crush
the
it?
Heat is supposed to help to keep this shit away.
Okay. But it's still
Maybe.
hot.
Yeah.
I mean, you're going to have to
Sucks
deal with
away.
it anyway. Now, that's going to be the most brutal part is that there are no enclosed stadiums for these guys.
Mhm.
All of the games will be outside. But you know what?
That's
Baseball players, you grow up playing in the summer all year round, like, anyway. So, like, it's not like these guys can't do it. Plus, they're fucking multimillionaires. I think they can deal with a little bit of heat.
Yeah, you're making them earn that money a little bit. Like, it's like when we watch football and it's a snow game, and you're always like, hell yeah, look at these guys. They're getting paid like $10 million a season to like go get fucking just lit up in the snow. Awesome. Earn that money a little bit more today.
I just miss baseball.
I
was-
just
so
miss
much,
sports,
man.
I was gonna go to Arlington this weekend because Astros are gonna be at Globe Life Field or it's Globe Life Park, whatever the new stadium is, and I wanted to go see the new stadium.
On my well, actually, you've already seen it. Just picture, like, if you go take
Yeah,
a mirror to
Minute Maid
Minute Maid Park, then it's the same fucking thing. And it smells like shit in that city. I don't know why, but it just smells like shit. Like, I got my Facebook memories popped up today, and I went to the Yankees Astros game a year ago today at Minute Maid, and I was like, damn it, like, baseball. We had baseball this time last year.
Did you shit your pants there?
No, that was like 2 years ago. Or 2 or 3 years ago. It was around that. I don't know. It was but yeah, that sucked. That sucked. Just like, I hate, I like the reminders. He's like, okay, cool. Well, sports existed. Like, that's fun. That's a memory. But then it's like, it's sad.
Yeah.
I've been watching. I watched Ali Frazier 3 yesterday. My dad called me and he was like, "You got to watch this fight." I remember watching it in college. I was at High Point University. This was one of the best fights I've ever watched in my life. It's on. You got to go watch it. Like, I'm in. And it was like Muhammad Ali and Joe Frazier, and Ali was like the first 3-time champ at that point in time. And it was like, I guess it's cool that they're showing old stuff, but it's like, I just want new things. I want new stuff. I want to talk shit about current players on the teams and stuff like that. And like, do you think anybody's gonna chalk up the coronavirus like wasting their career away that doesn't get coronavirus? Like not somebody that suffers from coronavirus.
I was really coming into my prime, and I was gonna hit the majors that year.
2020 was my
And
year,
it
bro.
It just didn't. You know what we should do? We should watch together and like, I don't know, stream it. However the fuck you do that shit. The entire 1980 Miracle on Ice game is on YouTube.
I am 1,000,000% down to do that.
I've had it ever since I watched Miracle. I don't know, a month and a half, 2 months ago. I've had that pulled up as a background tab on my phone, just to constantly remind me for when I finally do watch it. But that just sounds like it'd be a lot of fun right now. Maybe
It
we
was
get
on,
a gravy stream together and everyone watch it together. I
Yeah,
don't know how to do any of this. I know there are ways.
We'll do it on Zoom. I don't know. So there's different ways we can do like a watch group or whatever. I'm sure maybe it's on Facebook. I don't know. We'll talk about this off the air, but like we'll try and figure something out. And we're definitely gonna do something like a happy hour because I want to hang out with all the gravy gang. Maybe this weekend, Pat, if you can figure out some time that you got set aside, we can do something for like 30 minutes or an hour or whatever, and just hang out with the guy there. We have a couple.
We really do
guys and
need to
gals.
also start streaming me kicking the shit out of you in video games.
I don't know if you want to play Arena Wars on GTA, bro. I got you. I'm gonna take you down.
Yeah, I can't do that, but I'm talking like Madden.
I don't know, man. You'll probably beat me on Madden because I haven't played Madden in a long time. If you want to go
I
FIFA,
haven't played in a long ass
you wanna
time
go
either,
FIFA?
but
Oh, dude, you done.
I don't even have FIFA.
Good, then get it.
I think Madden would be good though. We both played a little bit over the years. I haven't really played in like 6 months.
I don't know. I just miss you guys. It's weird that we're on video right now.
Aw.
And like this is I hate coronavirus. All right, I'm gonna go on record. Okay, you guys heard it here first. I hate coronavirus.
Not pro Corona.
All right, we're a very anti-coronavirus podcast, as you may. I remember saying that on the Drunk Cast. I don't remember saying it. I remember editing the podcast up and listening back and hearing me say we're an anti-corona podcast and an anti-Nazi podcast and a pro-women podcast. So we're all pro all the good things, anti all the bad things. But yeah, fuck coronavirus, dude. It's ruining everything. And I just like I want to hang out with my friends and play video games. I don't want to have to do it online. I don't want to do all this shit online. I want you guys to be here. I want Pat and me to be crushing beers right now together.
I do miss Wheezy a lot.
Yeah, dude, Wheezy was like bummed today. Like, her favorite person in the world is Robert, as we tell you guys all the time. And Robert wasn't here, and she was just kind of like, she had her head down and was like, "What's up?" She's going to the room a little bit, to our room, and she always goes and lays under our bed, like when it's like loud and scary, or just like I don't know when something's up. And we weren't being loud and scary. She's like, "My friend Robert's not coming over. I don't even care. Whatever."
Man, that fucking storm a couple days ago. When was that? Like Saturday or Sunday? Out of nowhere, didn't even hear it coming. Then one of the loudest lightning or thunderbolts I've ever heard in my fucking life. My sister's dog was freaking out. That shit was crazy.
Very, very frightening.
Me?
Galileo.
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 Galileo. Figaro. All right, that's enough of that.
Yeah. So Arizona, that was where we got to from
shit.
Arizona, guys. What'd you do there, bud?
I leaned back too far, and my headphones pulled my iPad down.
Well, don't do that.
Hey, this is a test run, man. We live and
We'll
learn.
figure it. We're playing things as they go. All right. Bobby Jokes, how would you grade this performance so far?
I think we're doing a good job so far.
I actually do too. I don't think this has been as much of a shit show as I was kind of mentally preparing myself for.
Well, let's hope it keeps going that way then. Our next comeback kid is this is kind of related to coronavirus, is racing. Racing's back. I showed you guys a little bit before we started the podcast. I got a Hot Wheels track, and I didn't just get like a round track. I got like one that's fucking sweet. It's called the Gravity Drop. Like it's like 3 feet up in the air. You drop it down. They go over a little loop-de-loop, and then it goes through this little thing that like they all have little like flags, and when one goes through it, the first one that goes through it always lights up or like shows which lane finished first. So
That's cool.
starting tomorrow, we're gonna have race day or race night at Alex's every day, where I'm gonna have a race, which is awesome. It takes like 30 seconds max. It really takes, the race is about 2 seconds long. But like I'll show you the cars. I'll introduce you to them. I got a Tesla. I got a little Tesla Hot Wheels car. I got a bunch of cool looking cars. Not really a bunch. I got like 8, but they're pretty sweet. And if you're maybe looking for some sort of sporting entertainment, that's gonna be what we got. I'm not sure if it's gonna be on the Rod Ryan Show Instagram or on mine. Maybe I'll just go Instagram Live with it every day. But I think that race night at Alex's is gonna be a thing. All right, we're gonna make it a thing.
Yeah, the way to do it, I think, is probably Instagram Live. And you said you got 8 cars. How many can run at a time? 4?
4. So I could do 2 races a night, but I really feel like I should make everybody have to savor up to 1 race a night. You know, like I don't want to give that.
Every night. I say what you do is every night you do a 4v4, top 2 advance, and then a final. You do a little tournament every night.
So for 3 nights? No.
Every night. Every night you have an 8-car just sudden death.
See, but I
Or-
don't always know who finishes second because the only thing just tells me who finishes first.
I mean,
I guess I could
just-
record it and post it and just be live.
Yeah, no, or just record it as you're live and then just rewatch the recording right there. You got to fill up time because otherwise this is going to be 2 minutes every day. Like, you kind of want to stretch this out. a
No,
little
but
bit as you
really,
can.
I think a lot of people lose interest after like 2 minutes of stuff. So maybe this is the perfect amount of time for something. You want a little bit of a Hot Wheels race. It's like, yo, bro, guess what's up? This race is going down. I'll show you the cars that are running in the race. It's like, yo, we got blue, we got red, we got black, we got yellow. All right. These are good. These are what's going in which lane. Here we go. I introduce them to you, and we're off. We go. I just hit the little thing. It drops them. They go down the thing. Whoever finishes first, like, we got a winner. That's it. That's
Actually,
all it is.
I just figured out how this is going to work. Twitter threads. The way you did the football thing,
That didn't
where you
take off
just-
like it should have. Or like I
but I'm saying that format was really funny.
I thought it was hilarious, but not everybody else did.
Did you do one this Monday?
No, it takes forever to do that shit. And
Yeah.
then to take pictures of it, and then to come up with commentary on it, it's fucking brutal.
But I think
It
that
was
would
like a
actually really work
3-hour
for the
time
Hot
span
Wheels.
to make a fucking 9-tweet thread.
See, that's the thing. With the Hot Wheels, it would be 10, 15 minutes for you, but you post like 3 or 4, maybe even 5 10-second videos with a little caption on them. I think that would work. I don't know. Hey, you got time to play with the format and figure it out how it works best.
Also, it's a fun drinking game that Emma and I are going to just play this weekend. I'm like, you pick the car that wins, and if your car doesn't win, you have to drink. Because it's super fast to be like, you drop it, done. Okay, all right, well, who won? You didn't win, drink. Load them up again. We could do, like, when this is all said and done, guys, we are going to have the best fucking drinking game ever. Also, by the way, I haven't told you guys yet, but once this is all over, we don't have a date or anything. I talked to my buddy Andrew Packard, Packard's Pub. You guys know that's he was the first bar that ever let us do our thing in there, and so we always are indebted to him. When this is all said and done, we're gonna do a huge, like, we survived the end of the world event at Packard's Pub. We're gonna have a fucking big blowout. All you guys are gonna show up. I'm bringing the fucking Hot Wheels set, and if you don't think we're gonna have Hot Wheels drinking, oh, you're wrong. Because that's fucking gonna be the new beer pong, all right? Everybody's just gonna be buying Hot Wheels sets and racing cars. It's gonna be a gearhead, a wheelhead.
I like that.
But Packard's Pub, we don't have a date or anything, but just, set aside, mental note, like, hey,
It'll
this is
probably
all
have
over,
to be like a month after we get a vaccine.
which will be, we won't get a vaccine, but we're not for a while, not for a long
Yeah,
time.
no, it's still going to be like 6 months.
Or a year, I would say, but like at least a year. But like, I think when we
Oh,
get
yeah,
the all
probably
clear
more
to
like
go
8
out
months.
again, I think we're gonna do that because that'll be tight. Like, I want to help out my buddy Packard. I mean,
I just
obviously,
can't wait
like,
to see everyone's face.
the bar, he said, is okay. He's sad about his employees not being able to work because it's not a food establishment, so they're not able to be open right now. But we're gonna help them out, and then we're gonna do something else with Southern Star. I haven't even talked to them yet, but I know Keith and Dave and all of them out there are gonna be more than happy to have another, like, something PTG related.
Oh, yeah. We're going to make events all over the fucking place.
Yeah, when
Everybody's
this is
going to be
over,
itching to get out.
guys, we're partying. Okay, right? You guys get it. You guys.
We're
get
going to
it.
have a great time.
So racing is my last comeback kid. I see, Pat, you had one other one.
Yeah, Call of Duty, Modern Warfare, fucking Warzone. The massive
It's like Fallout.
Free
or
for
not
all?
It's
free-for-all.
Fortnite.
Like
It's
Fortnite.
Yeah, it's like Fortnite. But they've all, ever since they launched, they've been 3-man squads, kind of pain in the ass because everyone got used to 4-man squads. That's what all the other games were. So, like, you kind of had to cut a buddy out. Well, they just patched it today. Mine should be downloading or done downloading right about
Were
now.
you the fourth buddy? You
no,
said
actually,
it like you
I've
were the
been,
fourth guy cut out.
no,
it was like,
no,
oh,
it's
hey,
just-
Pat,
it
we're gonna roll without you. Yeah,
No,
fuck
it just
guys.
depends on who gets online in time. And actually, this whole time, it's been cool for me because I have just been like I've been working. I'm like, I don't fucking feel like it. I'd rather still just appear offline and play NHL by myself. So it's actually been nice for me. But now they patch it. It's going to be 4-man squad, so everyone's going to be able to get their full squads back together and
That's what's up.
have some fun.
That's what's up. Yeah, I'm looking at this. I forgot to mention that I made another stupid Amazon purchase. Bought a slide whistle. I thought maybe it'd work out for the podcast. I'm just looking at it right now, but Pretty cool, huh?
Gotta
So-
make all of our own sound effects now, man. There's no board to run with here.
Wacky Pat. Oh no. That's when things
I
don't
like
go
it.
your way. When they do go your way. There you go. So yeah, that's just another dumb Amazon purchase that I need to stop. I need to stop buying things on Amazon. Because then, like, that guy got mad last week. That guy that quit, he was like, "Dildos are not an essential need," and it's like, yeah, but like we're bored at home, and I kind of want to do stuff. And so, like, now when I buy shit on it, when I'm looking at Amazon, I'm like, when's the earliest delivery? Because I understand, like, obviously, essential items are going to get delivered first, but it's like, but I do want this Hot Wheels set. When is the earliest I can get a Hot Wheels set delivered?
Now I have to ask, and I want complete honesty here. Do you remember to go through our banner every time?
Always,
Okay.
always,
Okay.
always. Pass Gravy.
I just want to make sure. I would understand.
Click the Amazon banner. There.
Yeah, PassGravyPod.com. Click the Amazon banner. I would
Actually,
understand.
no. If I order on my phone, because if I use the app, I don't. But if I order online, which I do a lot of times, I just like if I'm on the computer, I'll go through our banner. It's old hat.
So you don't do it when you order off your phone.
Right. That's why I corrected myself. So I'm not.
Wow. No, I'm just kidding. I understand. Sometimes it just, you see something, you want it, you click it, you buy it, and you don't think.
Yep. That's how I am. I am the worst impulse buyer ever.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah, we know. You have a fucking slide whistle and nunchucks.
And well, the nunchucks were a throw on. They were a freebie. They were free. But I do still have that thing of sunflower seeds that I got because I was drunk watching a baseball game. I was like, I want sunflower seeds, so I bought the economy size thing. And luckily
Before
for
you
me,
even finish
I've got
that
the
sentence, as soon as you said sunflower seeds, I was just like, God damn it, I want to watch baseball. So bad.
I miss it. So Modern Warfare is back because they're moving from 3-player teams to 4-player teams.
Yeah.
All right. Solid. Did you have any extra comeback kit for you, Robert?
Nope, not this week.
That's all. All right.
I mean, I guess we could tack on alcoholism. Something like
Well, that's
all
been around, but yeah.
alcohol sales since this started is up like 5% in the entire country, and Texas is leading the way in that. What's up?
Today on my way home, because I'm just
Actually, it's not alcoholism; it's responsibility staying at home and drinking. So.
right, saving the world. Like I told you guys, you're saving the world. But on my way home today, I got past this like office building, and I live by a grocery store. And there was this guy, I saw he was just walking, and he had a grocery bag, and it was from the grocery store, and he had a mask on, and he had the surgical gloves that looked like on, and over his shoulder he just had a big 24-pack of beer. I'm not gonna say the brands because it wasn't Southern Star because he made a terrible decision on that. But he had a big 24-pack of beer and was just walking down the street. I was like, this guy, I like this guy. He's got priorities. Yeah. Like, well, you know what? I'm going to be safe. I'm going to take a mask, but I'm not going to not have beer. And I was like,
I mean, he's probably got a family. He needs it.
that's a good point. That is a good point.
I mean, because being around your children 24/7, you love them.
I can't imagine.
Like, right?
Todd Voss. Like, I know he was
My
like,
mom
yo, bro.
got
Danny
so mad at
Weston,
me one time.
Casey, all you guys out there. Smashly, shout out all you guys out there with the kids that are having to hang out with them.
My
and
mom.
I know all you guys. I'm trying to name everybody that I know has kids.
Yeah. My mom got so mad at me one time in the car. I don't even remember what I was doing. I was probably like 8 or 9 years old. She took my shoes, like we were pulled over in a parking lot, took my shoes, threw them out the window. When I got out to get them, she drove off. This was
Where were your
this
shoes
was like,
doing?
across-
Like, how'd you get your shoes?
I have no fucking idea. Dude, this was legitimately probably 10 miles from my house. And I just started walking home. Along the way, like one of my friends from my soccer team at the time, like their parents saw me and like picked me up and brought me the rest of the way when I was probably like halfway. Like it was seriously like a straight shot to my house from where we were on the road. But like, now can you imagine being locked up with that little asshole for 24 hours a day for weeks on end?
Like, no, I just think like to young me. Like, if my parents were stuck with young me, I think I'd be dead. Like,
Yeah.
I wouldn't have made it. I was an asshole kid. So like,
Yeah, you would have broken a lot of TVs.
Whoa, I was not that.
Well, actually, no, you wouldn't because there's no sports going on right now.
That's true. And the Red Wings wouldn't have made the playoffs even if there was, so the Red Wings wouldn't have given me a reason to throw a hat at my TV. And I didn't intend to break the TV. I threw a hat because I thought a hat, harmless, it's cloth, you know, it's not going to break the TV. But this little squatchy is what this is called, the little button on the top of the hat. Hit it in just the right spot where it cracked it.
By the way, my mom,
I'll turn it
my
off
mom will
and turn it
listen.
back on.
My mom listens to this from time to time. So, Mom, if you hear this, text me. Remind me why I was being such a little shit if you remember.
Oh, speaking of moms, shout out to Josh Tree's mom. She
Yeah.
listens to the podcast. So we got a new listener. Sherry Morris. Love you. Thank you
Yeah,
for
don't-
liking us, or hopefully you like us. I hope you like us.
Yeah, and Josh, quit trying to shame your mom for being on TikTok.
Yeah.
You got to fill the hours of the day, man.
Your mom is hip, all right, dude? Josh, like, just because you're rookie of the year, I don't want you to get a big head, okay?
Yeah, I kind of want to unfollow him and follow his mom.
Well, no,
She
just
seems
follow
more fun.
her. Josh is cool, too.
I
Josh
feel
is
like he
cool,
should
too.
he should have to earn it again.
We're not going to punish Josh.
No,
right
I
now. This is
followed-
a warning.
I followed-
This is a warning. But just don't, like, hey, be nice to your mom, all right, bro?
I followed Josh Tree. I didn't follow Billy Branch.
Oh, well, Billy Branch is Josh Tree.
Not according to him.
Well,
All right, let's move on though.
okay. All right. So that was our comeback kids segment. Our next segment is, I believe it's What Would Jesus Do? Yep, it is. It is. And this was, my buddy came up with this a long time ago. It was like, you should do this for a podcast segment. You should just throw Jesus into a, because I can't remember how it came out. It was something where it was like, I wonder what Jesus would have done then. And he was like, you should make that a segment.
You were
And-
at Packard's bachelor party.
It was a bachelor party, but I can't remember what the conversation was. But he was like, "What would Jesus do?" And I was like, "Yeah, that's actually great."
At a
That's great."
bachelor party,
Yeah, and then that was how it
probably the
started.
conversation.
Well, that was how it started. So then, like, I was like, "Wait, let's just throw Jesus in a situation in today's society, and we will see how he would handle said situation." Now, our buddy Jingle Blake made us a fantastic jingle, and despite us not hearing it right now while we're recording this, I'll throw it in post, and you guys will have heard this. So this whole sentence I'm saying is pointless.
Jesus, Jesus, what would Jesus do? Jesus, Jesus, what would Jesus do? Put him in a situation in a matter of time. If you wrote this jingle, do you think he'd make it rhyme? So think about this crazy world in which we live today, and how would Jesus handle it in any given way?
All right. Pat's laughing because I just took a big pause because I had to write down the time to throw this stuff in there. There's a lot of work now that we're not doing this. Like I'm all thrown off. This week's, or as I would say normally, this week's What Would Jesus Do? Ironically does come to us from our good buddy Jingle Blake Wonder at The Sexy Bananas on Twitter. Jingle Blake says, "What instrument would Jesus play in a marching band?"
None.
No,
He'd be the
he's-
director.
He's gotta be playing in the marching band. Respect.
But that's what
the
I'm saying. He's
exercise.
the conductor. He's leading all of the instruments.
He said, "What instrument would he play?" Not would he be the conductor. That is, we gotta respect the exercise. I understand he's the leader of man. I get ya. He would be the leader of the marching band. But if he had to be playing a marching band instrument, what
All
kind of is he? A woodwinds guy? He's a brass guy.
Well, does
Is
the
he a
guy
drum- is he
that
a
carries
drum
the
major?
staff? Does the guy that carries the staff and like runs out in front of him? Does that count as an instrument?
The spirit.
He's
stick?
front and center.
I think you would
And
think
he's got
he
a
would be
whistle.
front and center, but he
Whistle's
doesn't
an
like to be.
instrument.
Is it? Oh, that Jesus.
Okay,
Here it comes
fine.
again. Would he go slide whistle? Is he a slide
right.
whistle guy?
There's no slide whistles in the marching band. Fine, I'll
don't know
try and
that?
respect the process, and let's get to the bottom of this.
First off, sexiest instrument ever, best instrument that you can throw in any song is a saxophone to me. I think JC is a saxophone guy.
is the saxophone in the marching band though? It's not.
In band, isn't it? I think you could put a saxophone in marching
It's
band.
not a marching band though. Respect the
Hold on.
question, Alex.
Emma, come here. She's coming.
I think
I'm
he'd go
curious.
trumpet.
She just yelled that we are idiots.
By the way, if you said it's the sexiest
Right.
instrument, it is. If you haven't ever seen Sexy Sax Man on YouTube, check it out.
Okay. Emma, is a saxophone in a marching band?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, it is.
Fair.
Yes.
Fair. So I would say he would play a saxophone.
I don't think
Emma
Jesus isn't focused on being sexy.
I don't think he is, but I think the saxophone it steals the show because it's so awesome every time it's there.
He wouldn't because you got to put
Nope.
it in your mouth. It's too sexual.
No, he'd be snare drum.
He would be the drum major.
Be a drum major.
Yeah, I was
Drum's
thinking
good. Drum
big,
is good.
like the big
I get
one
that.
at first. But like, dude, the snare drum, like Nick Cannon just rocking out in drumline, like that's Jesus's role.
Dude, and like, can you imagine in like Drumline, like when that guy's trying to stare Nick Cannon? You haven't seen Drumline, have you, Robert?
I haven't.
No, it's bad.
You didn't miss anything really.
Oh no! Watch it. Drumline is awesome. Don't.
In like a bad, it's not great. It's not like a must see, but like it's a good like if it's on TV, you can like okay, I'll check this out. And like Nick Cannon's kind of a dude, so like. But like when like the guy's like staring at Nick Cannon doing all that, like I could totally see JC just not being phased. JC's just
No.
like, okay, I'm the son of God, bitch. You want to do this?
I agree, though. If he had to play an instrument, it would be the snare drum.
Yeah, snare drum.
He'd be on the
That's
drum
the
line, or
coolest.
the drum major.
That's the coolest one in all the marching band.
The drum major doesn't play anything, but he would be the leader of the band.
And I would
Oh, well,
argue
he's gotta play
requires the
something.
most skill.
Okay, then snare drum.
He's gonna be snare drum.
Emma, what was your favorite Dark Knight movie?
I think it was the third one because I really like Tom Hardy.
You had to rank them.
Okay, 3.
3, 2, 1.
Three.
You have to go Joker. You have to go Joker at
Three,
least
two,
number
one.
2 if it's not 1.
Of course, she's gonna pick 3 just because Tom Hardy is.
But
just
you don't even, he's
a
not Tom
fucking
Hardy though.
brick
He's not like
house.
sexy Tom Hardy. He's like fucking. You
Did
don't
you
see
see
him.
those shoulders? Did you see those shoulders?
Were those
bro?
his
See, look,
shoulders?
Emma's nodding. She knows.
Get out of here. Get out of here.
Dude was yoked. For
Was that really
movie.
him?
Yes. What do you mean? Was that really him? He was on fucking screen.
Well, no. Like I didn't know if like they used his face and like CGI a bunch of shit because like honestly I had no idea. Like I know Tom Hardy can get jacked. Like I've seen
You
it in
thought
Mad
he
Max
couldn't
and shit
become
like that.
muscular for a
Oh,
role?
He was
Here's-
kind of
I'm
jacked.
gonna
in
teach
Mad
you a secret
Max,
of
but, like,
Hollywood. I'm gonna teach you a secret of Hollywood, Alex. They pay you millions of dollars. You get a private trainer.
That's what Rob
and a
McElhenney
private
from
chef.
Always Sunny tweeted out. They were like, because
Yeah.
if you don't watch Always Sunny, he likes to make his character Mac. He's the creator of Always Sunny in Philadelphia. He always makes his character like he's like fat one season, then he's like super skinny, and then the most recent season he was just yoked. Like yeah, he just showed up
Dude,
like just
so jacked.
And the whole bit was that he kept being like, "But yeah, guys, I just worked out. Look at me, I got in good shape. You guys are making fun of me for being fat." And they were like, "Yeah, nobody gives a shit." And it was like that guy spent so much time getting just jacked and no one cared. But he was like,
Well,
"How did you do that?" And he was like, "Oh, it's easy. I just hired a trainer to like train me for 17 hours a day or whatever it was. Anybody can do it."
Yeah. Well, what started it for me, the celebrity doing that was Chris. You want to say
Pratt.
Chris Pine? Chris Pratt. Yeah. When he did Star Lord, because they told him like you don't have to get in shape. Like Star Lord would be hilarious fat, and he was like, "No, I'm going to do it." And he goes, "You guys want to know what my secret is? They paid me millions of dollars, and I hired people to get me in shape. It's that fucking simple."
Which is awesome. Yeah, you just really need somebody yelling at you all day. Like I would just if I was trying to get jacked, which if I was ever like super rich, I would like to think that I would do that, but I don't think I would at all really. But like it would be awesome to just pay a guy. It's like if I'm putting something that I shouldn't eat in my mouth, just swat it away from me. Just like that's your job. You got to be close proximity, obviously after the virus is over, and just be like, no, you don't need a Twinkie.
For me, I
Don't.
don't think it's the eating. It's the fact that there was absolutely zero physical activity.
Well,
So,
then
like,
they
I
can
think-
just go. He turns the Xbox off. He's like, go the fuck out and run. Here's weights.
Exactly. Well, no,
lift
see
these.
that would be my one rule. Big, you're gonna get me in shape, and we're gonna do it without running. There will be no running. I fucking hate running. You want to put me on a bike for 2.5 hours? I'll do that.
See,
Not
I don't like
fucking
running, but I do it because I hate lifting weights. I feel like I
Well,
hate-
especially
I
for
get,
me,
like,
just because I'm so
people
fat
watching
that
me and
like
shit.
the impact on the knees is brutal, and
Oh,
knees and
yeah.
lower back. Having a giant gut, it fucks with running anyway. I didn't like
Go
doing
swimming,
running.
bro.
I didn't. I'm not a strong swimmer. I can dive. I'm a strong diver. Swimming, not my forte.
Okay, so I think we were at what
I've
would
never
Jesus
been
do,
able to figure
right?
out- I've never been able to figure out how to get the legs going with the arms.
Yeah, it's a process, but like you do it a couple times, you'll figure it out.
Yeah. So yeah, Jesus would be a snare drummer.
He'd be a snare drummer. He'd be in the drum line. All right, if he had to be that, we get it. Drum major, conductor.
Specifically snare.
But if he had to play something, I'd like to think saxophone. But I feel like I was overruled. He'd be something in the drum line.
I don't think he wants to be sexy.
Emma was in
That's not what
band,
Jesus
so
is
Emma
about.
gets it. Emma gets it, you know. So I feel like Emma's opinion holds a lot more weight than ours does at this point.
And she agreed. Drums.
So he's a drummer. I get you. He's the beat that keeps that band going, you know. Let's get to our mock draft segment. You guys down for that?
I'm so jacked up right now.
All right. Mock draft last week. We did a mock draft of smells. If you would like to air out any grievances, Pat, go ahead.
I'm just and I know I've said this in the past
seem upset.
before. And this one was close across the board. Like, I kept pushing and throwing out more tweets, trying to get more people to vote, and more people kept voting. Unfortunately, they were not for me.
That was actually the favorite part of the weekend. Where Pat would be like, come on, guys, there's only time. And then all of it, like two of his friends every time, like, yeah, there's no fucking chance in hell I'm voting for you. And then
that's what pissed me. Okay, the one that really pissed me off was my high
against
school.
him for telling people to vote for him.
My high school baseball coach picked against me,
Hey,
and I
he's
had
my high
leather.
school
I'm
football
like, dog, dude, to a baseball coach, there should be nothing better than the smell of a leather glove. Exactly. It finally paid off.
That was Pat this weekend.
But yeah, I'm just, you know what? And like I said, I started this out. I know I've said this in the past. I'm done trying to pick the best. I'm just picking my favorites from here on out, and I'm hoping the rest of you finally learn some fucking class and some taste.
Loser mentality right there, if I ever heard of one.
And I'm still going to get pissed off. Like I said, I've said all of this before, and then it lasts 30 minutes, and then I'm fucking pissed when I'm not winning.
Well, it was
it
funny.
happens every goddamn time.
Yeah, it was just funny that like we posted on the Instagram, and like, everybody was like, Pat should win on Instagram, but like you can't vote on Instagram, you vote on Twitter. And we've always, to be fair, we've always gone on Twitter.
To be fair,
we've always gone on Twitter though. And that's because bitch ass.
Yeah, we have.
Won't let us put 3 choices.
So I'm in the lead on 2 out of 3, just not the one that people see. Hey, that rhymed.
Well, those people, all you had to do is tell them, hey, go vote on our Twitter poll, and they could have done that.
Maybe I should get an Instagram if I'm actually popular there.
Maybe you should do that. Maybe you should. So we did a mock draft of smells last week. I was surprised that I finished in second, honestly. I think I even said that after we drafted. I was like, fuck, I think I'm going to get blown out. And it was a pretty close race, I thought. But Robert edged everybody out. Robert had 38% of the vote. He got first place. I was in second with 34%, and Pat was third with 28% of the vote.
That might be one of the closest ones, if not the closest one we've ever had.
Yeah, I don't remember what the closest one, but that is definitely right up there. It was about 30-30-30-ish, you know? Like, we almost all had at least 30%.
It felt like the closest one. I was monitoring this one a lot.
Closest this season. Well, it's not you that much, fellas. This season. You're right. So the season standings, at least, we go soccer points style. 3 points for a win, 1 point if you get second place, and none if you're in third, last place of the week. So on the season, do I have 2 wins? I have 2 wins, I think. It looks like 2 wins. 15 points. Robert has 2 wins and 8 points, and then I think I have 3 wins.
I think you may have.
Yeah, I don't know how you
Yeah,
have 2 wins and 15 points. That doesn't make sense.
Hold on, I have it on my phone, so I probably just wrote it down wrong. Let me double check.
God damn it, Alex! I'm tired of being the one that does all the
I
work
have
on this
4 wins.
podcast.
I have 4 wins.
I just ask minimal.
4 wins?
Yeah, I have 4 wins. Robert
Yeah,
has 2.
that
Pat
sounds
has
more
1.
right.
Yeah, because that's 3, 6, 9, 12. I probably got second place 3 times, so that's 15, which would make sense. So yeah, I have 4 wins on and according to my phone, I have 4 wins, 15 points. Robert has 2 wins, 8 points. Pat has 1 win and 5 total points on the season. So let's do this week's draft order. It's gonna go Pat, me, and Robert. Pat, me, Robert. Pat, me, Robert. There is no snake draft in mock draft season, but this week, since we couldn't really think of anything to do a mock draft order, if you have a mock draft, hit us up on Twitter at Pass3APod. Let us know what you think we should do mock drafts of, because we're really struggling for ideas that we haven't already done at this point.
This is actually probably the most topical one we've done in a while.
This is a good one, though. I guess Kings was right after Tiger King, but like this is, I guess, more relatable, I guess, than just like the word that we use. So we're doing a mock draft of wrestlers. WrestleMania was over the weekend. It was pre-recorded and all this stuff, and I didn't watch it, but I know a lot of you guys are wrestling fans. and WrestleMania was over the weekend, and I was like, why don't we do a mock draft of wrestlers? Because I don't watch wrestling currently, but I feel like we all know enough wrestlers to where it would be a fun little draft. And
We all
it'll
did as
probably be
kids.
The same little pool. Robert, were you ever into wrestling? Were you a big wrestling fan?
Yeah, when I was like middle school.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I think we all went through
the
that.
Attitude Era of fucking WWE, WWF.
I was
whatever you wanna call it.
WCW.
That was the best.
WCW, NWO.
Oh, Goldberg and
All of them, yeah.
Gold Dust. I think he was
Goldust, I do
WCW. Remember
remember
Gold
Goldust.
Dust? He was fucking great.
All right, so Pat goes first, followed by me and then Robert. Pat with the first overall pick in the mock draft of wrestling. Or wrestlers, excuse me. Who you got?
Yeah. I'm just taking my all-time favorites in this. I'm number one, Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Stone.
My
that's a
favorite
really
wrestler
good
of all
pick.
time. Love him.
Stone Cold Steve. Solid first pick. That was probably one of the top two picks I would assume would have gone. I'm going to go with the next logical pick, I think, Ric Flair. Woo! With a nature boy. Like,
Robert, give us a woo.
beat it up. Do it. Woo! There we go. There we go. All right.
That's better than I expected.
I did not expect that much out of Robert on that one. So I'm going to go Ric Flair,
Thanks, guys.
the nature boy, as my next one.
All right. I think I'm gonna go Hulk Hogan.
Yep.
Hulk Hogan.
I mean, kind of.
Hulk Hogan.
Yeah.
Good
He's one of the most iconic of all time, if not the most iconic. So.
Yeah, I thought that would probably – honestly, that was like how I predicted that the top three would have gone. So good job on us for holding up and being shocked.
All right, my next favorite wrestler of all time, the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels.
I had him on my list too. That's a good one.
Fucking I'm just a sexy boy. Sexy boy. One of the
I'm
greatest
not your
walkout
boy
songs of all
toy.
time. Boy toy.
I used to have that CD, and I would always my brother and I would always pretend we were like walking out like them, and we would try and do our own like intros. Like, now do so and so's intro. Okay. All right, look at me walking, like flex and shit. Like, I'm gonna go Undertaker. Like Undertaker,
dang it. That was my next
an
one.
OG, and that guy's been around forever. So Undertaker, man, I think he just was. In the
he
last
was my
WrestleMania.
favorite.
I would say my favorite, but
And the eyes would roll back in the fucking head, and he would just sit up, and you're like, oh, you're fucked.
And he has that meme that's always going to live on forever where it's like, oh, you think I'm done? And it's the Undertaker in the fucking coffin just kicking his head up. Like, oh, shit. He's back.
Well, he's got a new meme now from the WrestleMania of him just standing behind that guy in the graveyard.
All right. Robert, your second round pick.
For my second pick, I'm gonna go with The Rock.
Yep, another
pick.
icon.
Go
Good
with The
pick.
Rock. Can you smell what he's cooking?
Second.
Well,
consecutive
apparently the
week,
fucking
Rock
listeners
is
could last week.
there. Yeah. That's a good one. That's a really good one, Robert. Pat, back to you. Round 3.
This is actually like I said, I was just going to name my favorite wrestlers of all time, and I'm about to go 3 for 3 right here. Sting. I fucking love Sting as a kid.
He was my favorite wrestler ever.
Oh, and then playing wrestling video games and getting to use his throwback shit before he was all like wearing black shit with the white fit, like when he was wearing like light green and like flipping off the ropes and shit. Oh,
Yeah, I
That
didn't
was
watch
also
him when he
like-
did that.
I caught the very, very end of that.
Fun fact about me, I've shared many times on this podcast. For 2 consecutive Halloweens, I was Sting for Halloween.
That's fucking awesome.
I was White Sting with the white the white face paint.
Yeah.
And then when he went Wolfpack NWO, I was Red
Oh, with
Sting
the red?
the following
Oh,
year.
dude, that was so dirty.
Because then they had fake Sting, remember? They were like, this isn't the real Sting. And then the real Sting was actually the fake Sting at one point. And you're like, what? They inceptioned us. So I'm gonna be upset that you took Sting. I was gonna wait for him a little bit longer, but good pick
Coming
on
down
you.
from the rafters with the
Sting, dude.
fucking bat.
He had that long, like slick back hair. He was awesome. He was awesome. Good pick.
Didn't say shit, but would just come in and destroy people.
I was always a red NWO Wolfpack guy. That was always my favorite squad.
Oh yeah. The Wolfpack was the best of the NWOs.
I liked Hollywood Hulk Hogan when he had that whole persona.
Mm-hmm.
Then fuck him when he turned the NWO and they split on each other. And there's Kevin Nash, Scott Hall, all of them. You had Sting and all the other guys. Like, fuck that shit, dude. I'm Wolfpack. I'm Wolfpack guy. Then I'm gonna go with my next pick. I'm gonna go Randy Macho Man Savage. Oh yeah, baby.
Okay, first of all, it's Macho Man Randy Savage. Nobody says the Randy first.
Randy
But-
Savage.
But great pick.
That's a good pick. All right. I kind of have a few that I don't know if I should wait for the next round, but I'm going to go Andre the Giant.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
I had that on my
I mean,
Andre
list.
the
just-
Giant.
The fucking original icon of the sport,
Yeah.
I would say. Probably not really, but there was some before him. But yeah, fucking great pick.
That is good. I like that.
Now I want to go watch The Princess Bride.
So yeah, Andre the Giant, solid third round final pick of that. Pat, your final pick of the draft. Who you got in the fourth round?
The fucking Ultimate Warrior.
That I had him on my
That
list
might be a
also.
little bit before a lot of our viewers' time. I feel like the hardcore wrestling fans know, but there was another one that I was thinking of. I hope nobody takes him so I can say him in honorable mentions. But yeah, dude, the Ultimate Warrior was one of the best to ever suit up.
I'm choosing between two, and they're two
Beat
good
Hogan.
choices. It's like, do I go with what I feel like meant the most to me? Or do I go more modern? I think I'm going to go with what I think meant the most to me. I'm going to
That's
go
what I
Goldberg.
did.
I'm going to go Goldberg.
Goldberg was great.
When we were growing up, for me at least, like my golden age of wrestling was Goldberg's undefeated streak. That was really like it started at like 10, and then all of a sudden overnight it was like he was undefeated through 30 matches, and then like they just kept adding him on because it's wrestling and it's not real, and like they would just like the story like he hasn't lost in 40 consecutive matches. Like wait, wasn't it like 12 not too long? Like okay, sure, I don't know, maybe he fought a bunch that we didn't see. I don't know how this works. I'm a kid. I don't understand the world, how that goes. But I'm gonna go Goldberg. Over,
Did you and your brother ever like do wrestling moves into the pool?
always. Oh, not in the pool.
Yeah.
Like in the living room. In the
Oh, we
living
would do it
room,
into
yeah.
the
The
pool
living
too,
room.
so you
We would
could
hurt each
really
other.
land them. Like my brother used to love hit me with the rock bottom, but really the Goldberg spear into the pool because then you could really just lay your brother the fuck
Yeah, the
out.
Goldberg spear was like everybody, every flag or not flag football, every touch football game you did with your friends in the backyard, you always like, I'm gonna spear him. I speared him. I speared him. Like that was your go-to. You just get him at the hips, you fucking spear the shit out of him. Like everybody can do the spear. It's the most easy signature move. You don't have to have a setup for it. You just are they standing? Cool. I'll hit him right in the hips. Done.
You don't have to be flexible.
Yeah, it's awesome. And he was the Everman. And like I don't know. I also like that he was just like was it Bill Goldberg I think.
Bill Goldberg, yep.
But like he was just like a regular dude. Like he was the old school. Like he wasn't fancy. He didn't wear boots. He didn't do all this other shit. He just was like, I'm gonna show up my little like Speedo thing. It's black. That's it.
And I'm
here.
like, kick the
I'm here
shit
to
out of you.
fuck shit up. So yeah, that was
God, yeah.
that's
Bill
I'm gonna go
Goldberg.
Goldberg is my final pick in the draft. Robert, what about you?
All right. This one might be a little contested, or it might completely just ruin my list. But I'm going to go with Nacho from Nacho Libre.
I thought
That's
a
a wrestler.
Nacho,
We did not say professional wrestlers. That's a good pick.
He and then it was the Inconsolable Blob or whatever it was from Billy Madison were the only two non-actual pro wrestlers that
Wait
I
a
was
minute.
like Robert might take.
You didn't even consider Insano Man?
Insano Man. Fuck, I didn't think.
Insano Man showed no mercy.
So from two Adam Sandler movies, and then
I like the pick. It's a fun pick.
it's a good
but
fourth
there's-
round pick. It's a solid
There's
fourth round pick.
so
John Cena was on the board. John
All
Cena
right.
was. on the board.
read the list, then we'll get to
Okay.
honorable mentions.
So I was choosing between Goldberg and John Cena. But Pat had Stone Cold Steve Austin, Shawn Michaels, Sting, and the Ultimate Warrior. I had Ric Flair, The Undertaker, Macho Man, Randy Savage,
There you go.
Goldberg. Robert had Hulk Hogan, The Rock, Andre the Giant, and Nacho from Nacho Libre. Emma
So
was
one
actually at one
the
point.
one
she
I'm
was even
shocked-
like, I think she was like Nacho Libre. I don't think Robert would get Nacho Libre. I think Robert would
Yeah.
have that.
The one I'm shocked the most that nobody took was Rowdy Roddy Piper.
I had that, but I was like, I didn't watch him, and I don't know how many people that.
See, maybe that's just more of a me thing. That like he was close with the Ultimate Warrior, but I loved fucking Rowdy Roddy Piper growing up too.
I tried not to pander. You know, I was trying to just go to people that I watched or I knew about. Like Ric Flair, kind of like was at the end of his time when I was watching wrestling. But like,
Oh
I've
man,
seen a
one
lot
of the
of
most
old Ric
iconic
Flair
moments
stuff,
ever.
and like Ric Flair
Yeah.
is still a big deal socially. So like, Ric Flair is awesome. I met Charlotte Flair. Fun fact.
Dude, the Shawn Michaels match where he stands up and like Rick's like, come on, hit me with it. And he goes, I'm sorry, and hits him with the sweet chin music. And that was Rick's last match ever. Oh, dude, it hits me in the heart every time.
All right, let's go.
But,
Honorable
also,
mentions. I think,
Bret
honestly,
Hart.
I think Pat. I mean, really, they're all good.
They're all great. Robert had some fucking icons.
I think Nacho might end up coming back to bite you.
I think so too, but I had to go. I had to do it.
No, I guess
Like,
a good pick.
You got Andre the Giant. You got fucking Hulk Hogan. Arguably,
Hulk
the two
Hogan and
biggest,
The Rock back to back are solid 1-2
Yeah.
picks.
I mean, you could arguably say those are the three biggest names in wrestling history, just because The Rock has gone on to be so big as well.
Mhm.
The Rock
But
was
I-
a
like I said,
giant.
I just went
the
with-
Rock was a
I-
giant though during his time in the
He
WWE.
was, and he's elevated to another level. He's the highest paid actor on the planet right now.
Now, yeah, that's true.
But I was shocked. This is the first mock draft ever where my top 4 picks, I got every one of them. But it's because also the way I was picking.
Right.
But yeah, so honorable mentions, like you said, like Bret the Hitman Hart
I
has
had
got to
him.
be in there.
I had Triple H.
Triple H,
Yeah, he was more WWF. Like I know he does stuff now, but I
Yeah.
just never really watched Triple H when like I was WCW. Like I said.
the Ultimate Warriors, or no,
You
no,
already
what
had
was
him.
their name? The guys that the guys that had the spikes and shit. I can't think of their name right now. One of them
Raiders
it was
fan.
Laurinaitis. His James Laurinaitis' son. You know
Laurinaitis.
I fucking hate you. The Road Dogs. The Road Dogs.
Wouldn't have ever guessed that.
Yeah, no idea. Who those are.
Oh man, they were fucking great.
I was
Rikishi.
Rikishi.
You remember
John,
Rikishi?
John Cena. I mean, Diamond Dallas Page.
DDP.
DDP. I had a cockatiel bird when I was a kid, and I was really into wrestling. I named it Page after Diamond Dallas Page.
I
didn't
really
name it
wanna
Dallas,
do the
and Diamond
DDP
sounded
yoga.
like a girl's name. Oh, I've gotten a free trial of it before. It's intense shit, dude. It's
I've
good
always
stuff.
wanted to do yoga just because I'm naturally flexible, and I feel like it would be good for me because, no running.
Right. What up, Brock Lesnar? Brock Lesnar's a pretty big deal. I just
Mhm.
like after my time. Rey Mysterio. He was at
Rey Mysterio,
he had
man.
the Lucha Libre mask.
Kane?
Buff Bagwell. Fun fact, Josh Tree. I was not sure if Cliff Hogg was going to be able to get his video back to us for your Rookie of the Year award. So I got Buff Bagwell to record a Rookie of the Year speech to present to you at the Gravies. It didn't ever happen. But Buff Bagwell, kind of a friend of the show loosely, but he presented a Gravies award
Oh.
that later got replaced by Cliff Hogg. And then
Guys.
Batista, he's a West Ham fan, so you got to throw that in.
So
there.
I told you off the top, I never even made a list. I was just going off the dome. And now I'm looking through guys. And I fucked up. Ultimate Warrior was not my 4th favorite wrestler of all time. Mick Foley. Mankind. Cactus Jack. Dude Ranch. God damn it, how did I fuck
Yeah, he
that
was
up?
Cactus Jack, wasn't he? He was WCW Cactus
Yes,
Jack. Huh?
and people forget about Dude Ranch, the little hippie dude that he did. Mick Foley, man, the most hardcore wrestler of all fucking time. That dude did not give a shit.
That's a good point.
I'm fucking mad at myself. This is what I get. Like, I was just like, fuck it, I know who I like. Cannot believe I didn't put Mick Foley on there. I can't believe neither one of you took Mick Foley.
Yeah, no,
I never saw Mick Foley.
He was
You never saw
WCW.
Mankind?
He was
No,
WCW
before my time.
or WWF. I mean, when I was WCW. So yeah, I get you.
Oh,
It was definitely
dude,
before
Robert,
Robert's time.
since we got a lot of time right now, go back and look at some of his WrestleMania matches. The steel
I think they're all
cage
free now.
dropping
You can watch them
30
now.
feet.
I saw
30
that.
feet.
I saw that one because I had the Undertaker WrestleMania when he was like 15-0, and so
Yeah.
I rewatched all the Undertaker's old matches, and that was one.
That
of them.
was on a whole nother level, man. He was the best. Oh shit, we didn't even say Vader. Fucking Vader,
yeah.
the Vader
Darth?
bomb.
Yeah, Darth. How could you forget
No,
him?
You're right. he
Lex
was a great
Luger.
heel.
dude.
Lex,
Alex,
I was a Lex Luger fan.
everybody like remember Razor Ramon?
And then he turned into Scott Hall, right?
Yeah, or I don't know.
I think
Maybe.
Scott Hall was Razor Ramon.
Bro, the Big Show, Chris
He was
Jericho,
I remember
Sid Vicious.
See, I remember the Big Show when the Big Show was Giant. He wasn't or maybe he was the Giant.
He was the Giant.
He was the Giant, WCW style, and it was like him and Hollywood Hulk Hogan. He was like such a heel when he was.
He's got a new
WCW.
Netflix show.
but now he's Big Show, right? I guess they just
Yeah,
were
it's supposed to be
Andre the
like him
Giant
and his
already has
kids.
own
I don't
brand.
know if it's like a mock one or whatever, if it's actually just like following his family. But, dude, did we say the British Bulldog?
No.
The British Bulldog, man. That guy was
It's
such
an
a
actual
dick.
dog.
It was awesome.
It was great at wrestling.
Oh, dude, the Hardy Boys, Edge.
I never read the books.
I hate you. Dude, Bam Bam Bigelow.
See, now Pat, I feel like we're just,
Yeah,
we're
now
Pat just
you-
naming things.
No,
And I get it.
hold
Like,
on, no.
I know those.
Did
I
you
know
ever
some
see?
of those names,
Did you ever
like,
see
but, like, I
Major
never
Payne?
watched them. No.
Did you ever see Major Payne?
No.
You never, bro. Major Payne is one of the
He's so
funniest fucking movies ever. Damon
Okay.
Wayans plays this dude who's like an Army Special Forces badass motherfucker, and he does something to fuck up, so they send him to like a military school with a bunch of teenage kids and makes him work with that. Oh God, Bam Bam Bigelow, they fucking hire him to kick his ass, and he beats it. Oh, by the way, the Road Warriors, I couldn't remember their names. It was Hawk and Animal. They were fucking awesome.
Hawk and
Yeah.
Aminal.
Did you just say Aminal?
I know I did it on purpose.
I hate you.
I did.
Robert Van
I said
Dam,
Hawk too, so like obviously I didn't say Hawk correctly.
Rick Rude, the Dudley Boys. I know you
All
got.
right, are you just naming every wrestler ever now?
I do because I'm scrolling through a list. If you don't move us on, I'm gonna keep doing
Okay.
this.
All right. Anyways, you guys know that was our mock draft of wrestlers. All right. I'm gonna put a poll up. I don't know if you guys heard, but on the Drunk Cast, we randomly picked a mock draft of smells. I tried to draft green twice in it. It was kind of a clusterfuck, but I did not put up a voting thing because they didn't count. I don't even like. Let me know what you thought. If you thought anybody won in the Drunk Cast mock draft that we did. We're gonna definitely have to do a mock draft of colors though, like where we count it with us, because it's kind
Haven't
of
we
wild.
done that before?
No, colors was so random because it was easy and we were drunk. We didn't have to think too much, and still I thought green hadn't been taken. I took it twice. But like it's crazy because like you have like you're in your mind and then like because there's really like everybody has like 4 favorite colors, like 4 colors that they like, and after those are gone, you're like fuck. Like all of them go fast. All of them go fast, and you're just like, I don't know. Am I going? I think I drafted brown at the end, like just because I had no other colors that I could think of, and I wasn't looking at any sheets or anything. But,
Sorry, last one, or I'm never gonna forgive myself because I love DX. The Road Dogg Jesse James, the badass Billy Gunn, the New Age Outlaws.
And Jesse the Body Ventura, also. Jesse the Body.
Fuck! How did that never come up?
I
All
don't
right,
know.
yeah,
I
I'm
don't know.
closing out
Kane.
on my fucking.
Kane. We didn't say Kane.
I did say Kane.
Okay, well, I didn't pay attention when you said that.
Yeah, no shit.
One thing that is not cool, which is the segment we're about to do right here, is when your car smells, guys. And one thing that can fix that is Little M air fresheners. If you're one of the lucky people that can still go online shopping, then go out and check out littlemshop.com. It's littleemshop.com. Right now they have orders that are all of them are 20% off until further notice. Use the code HOMEBODY at checkout. And as always, there's free shipping when you spend $10. If you're missing your friends, let them know that you miss them by sending them something from Little M. Send them some air fresheners. Like, hey, I bet your house stinks. Fix it. Figure it out. And you can send them that stuff. And then you can give them air fresheners, any kind. They got stickers. They got awesome stuff. Shout out Danielle Weston for getting some Little M stuff. I know Jake Newton bought some Little M as well. And Uziel Lara was also stocking up on their Little M. All of you guys, we really appreciate you guys. Little M air fresheners, they take care of us, so we want you guys to take care of them. Got lots of low-price items that are both fun and useful air fresheners to freshen up not only your car, but any space you have. I know some of you guys have this in homes right now. They got hand-painted journals to document this super crazy time. You can print stuff and decorate your new home office right now. You know, I know a lot of you guys are doing that Zoom meeting. Maybe you want to throw up a little like sticker or a little poster that Little M sells in the background. You know, make it seem like cool. Like throw up a Little M air freshener. Like, what is that? Oh, it's the coolest air freshener ever. Maybe get that rad one. That's my favorite one. Or the out of this world design, which is another one of my favorite ones. Get those and just like, yeah, no, it's just space. I just got a space air freshener. Not a big deal.
I should do that for my shed.
Yeah, you should definitely. We'll send you some Little M air fresheners. Shout out to Tessa. Tessa bought a bunch of Little M air fresheners not too long ago, and we really appreciate her. But get those journals. It's awesome to just kind of like journal what's going on during this coronavirus, everything. It's a weird time, and keep a note of this. Use it as a daily planner when all this rolls over. But get all of your stuff right now. Get your stickers. Give them to your kids to shut them up. All kinds of stuff. It's going to help you with this quarantine that you're stuck in. LittleMShop.com. That's LittleEMShop.com. 20% off with the code HOMEBODY at checkout. Free shipping on orders of $10 or more. So you get 5 air fresheners. You are Gucci, gang. And I promise you guys, you will not be disappointed. Little M air fresheners, the best air fresheners in the entire world. Give them a follow on Twitter at Little M Tweets. That's Little EM Tweets on Twitter. If you get a Little M air freshener, anything, you get them and tag us on Twitter. Tag us at PassGrayPod and tag them at Little EM Shop and or Little at Little EM Tweets at Little EM Shop on Instagram. Let them know you're supporting the people that support us. Little M Air Fresheners, the best air fresheners in the entire world, and the official sponsor of this week's Not Cool segment, which we will do right now.
Not cool, man. Dude, that's not cool.
Not cool. Not cool.
Dude, that's not cool, man. Dude, that's not cool.
Not cool. Not cool.
Dude, that's not cool. Not cool. Not cool.
All right, let's get into our Not Cool segment. If you guys have any Not Cools you'd like to submit to us, at Pass the Gravy Pod on Twitter, use the hashtag PTG Not Cool. It can be something as little as, I got a paper cut, or, oh shit, my car got stolen. It can be something, hey buddy, what's with the noise?
Sorry,
Just banging
I
around.
didn't take him out of the 6-pack, so everything's tumbling in the cooler.
Be prepared. So at you're not cool. Hit us up at Pass the Gravy Pod, hashtag PTG Not Cool on Twitter. I'm at Alex J. Middleton. Pat's at Not Pat Dan. Robert is at Robert Barbosa 03. Our first Not Cool from you guys that we'll read is to my girl Glamour Perry at Glam for Life, and that's life with a Y. And this is an interesting one. It says, when someone you don't know tries to blackmail you.
Yeah, that'd be pretty fucked up.
Seems that's definitely not cool.
Yeah.
Is it worse if someone you know is trying to blackmail you?
I think that would be worse.
I don't know, because what if it was like, yo, like, I feel like it would be like that episode. I don't know if you watched Black Mirror, but there was that episode of Black Mirror where they're like, yo, they were blackmailing the guy to like release his internet history, and he was like, no, don't do that, and they made him like fight this guy to the death. And it was like,
Well,
I
here,
don't know.
if it's
I would
if
just-
it's someone
it would be
you
scary 'cause
know,
you don't know who it is.
if it's someone you know and you like someone you consider a friend, that would be worse. If it's someone you know and you kind of hate or dislike, you're just like, well, they're a fucking dick. So I don't think that would be worse.
But if it's
So I
somebody
think
if it's somebody you don't know, wouldn't you just be like, hey man, what's your beef with me, dude?
Well, no, that's why it would be bad, because it's so out of fucking left field. You wouldn't see it coming. So it'd be like someone you know and like would be the worst. Someone you don't know would be second worst. And then someone you know and just think is a fucking dickhead would be the least bad.
Still not
if
a
someone's
cool
trying to
thing
if
anyway.
someone's trying to blackmail you, they have to know you on some level, right? Like, why would they just randomly try to pick one person?
Well,
know
they
something
can know
about you.
You don't have to know them, though.
They could have a video. I don't know what's going on.
Think of how many celebrities probably, like, people steal their nudes and then blackmail them. That person knows them, but they don't know the person blackmailing them.
Mhm.
Right. I think that's what goddamn, I'm trying to, it happened to the girl. She was the College World Series reporter. Smoke show. Absolute smoke show. Worked for Fox Sports. Now she does
Aaron Andrews.
Aaron Andrews. Yes, exactly. Thank you. I felt like I was being very sexist when I was trying to
It
describe
was a
her.
College World Series?
She used to be a reporter at the College World Series, and somebody
I didn't know that.
Somebody found out what room she was in her hotel and like drilled a hole into the wall that like they could like put a camera in, and they recorded her. When I was an intern at Sports Talk 790, like it was then 790 the Sports Animal. That's how long ago it was. When I was an intern there, that was like one of the first stories that I like found. Like they were like, "Oh, Aaron Andrews nudes leaked," and it was like, "Oh shit, somebody like how'd she put her nudes out?" And she was like, "No, somebody recorded me against my will. Like I didn't want this to happen. I didn't know that this was being recorded." And they drilled a hole and put a camera.
They flipped the peephole, the
doorknob,
flipped
the door,
peephole,
yeah.
Yeah.
So it's still.
Well, the
looked like that, but it
hotel
was just
fucked up
recording
bad,
her.
too. if I remember correctly, the guy asked what room she was staying in and requested he could have the room next to it. And they're like, yeah.
Something
that's
like
not
that.
weird.
It was something where like, well, they didn't like. It was probably just somebody who was like, I don't know if you're a fan, who knows? But like, they probably didn't realize like, oh, this is a pervert that's trying to do this.
It was just somebody at the front desk who like just didn't put two and two together.
Yeah, and so yeah, that would like that. I think he blackmailed her though for a little bit, and she was like, no. You're not gonna do that. And then when he did that, she was like, "No, I told him like, no, I don't want that." And I think he blackmailed her. And then she was like, "Fucking release it, and I'll just argue about it." And, you know, I think a lot of people are at that point where they're like, "I don't know, see my tits," and then just be like, "I'll be like, no, this guy's a fucking pervert that's trying to profit."
I think he ended up going to jail too.
He definitely did.
Yeah,
But
because they caught him.
Yeah,
but yeah, Glam.
that is
Yeah,
not
I'm
cool.
sorry, that
That's a
sucks.
really good, not cool. Hopefully that like fixes like hopefully you know like you fix that. If not, does the Gravy Gang need to do like crack some skulls?
I was just saying, like, I'm not advocating violence or harassment, but
Nothing
maybe if
illegal.
this person's name gets out there, maybe
Maybe we feed him to a tiger. Who
other
knows?
people
Who
that
knows?
are outside the Gravy Gang, maybe something happens. I don't know.
Maybe we're not. Hey, what do we know? What do we know? We don't know.
Hey,
anything.
one way or the other, we got your back, Glam.
We got you, Glam. Gravy Gang for life. Josh Posados at Josh_Posados on Twitter says, my all expenses paid work trip to Washington State was being canceled. Or I guess it is canceled now. He said the Astros were supposed to be in Seattle at the same time this week, and he could have knocked that T-Mobile Park off his bucket list. So that is not cool. And like Washington State, I think it's one of like the highest affected areas in the country at this point. So like, yeah, that really sucks that you don't get to do that. And it's like everybody is missing all those like ball games that they were gonna get to go. This was supposed to be so and so against so and so today, and like you're not getting to see that.
It's fucking brutal, man.
So that
Really makes you feel bad for Marlins, man.
except he's rich. So
I'm kidding. No, I don't.
not
But
as
yeah,
bad.
Josh, that fucking sucks. Because that's something obviously you've been looking forward to for months.
Right. Yeah, dude. Sorry about that, bro.
That's fucking brutal.
And our final listener submitted not cool this week comes from our girl Stephanie E. Bow Bow.
Day bow.
Okay. At Stephaneezy with 5 E's before the ZY on Twitter. And she says, almost getting hit head on while I'm on my way out of the parking garage. Some asshole driver was speeding up the ramp and cut the corner. Luckily, I was aware of my surroundings and hit the brakes in time. That's what you call being a defensive driver, Stephanie. But I thought at first it said getting hit on while almost getting hit in a parking lot.
Yeah.
I was like, okay. I mean, I know she's in a relationship, so
No,
like, yeah,
like-
you don't want to get hit on when you're in a
Dude,
relationship. But
like, what kind of a
makes more
ridiculous
sense.
dipshit do you have to be speeding around a corner in a fucking parking garage? This isn't fucking
Yeah.
Tokyo Drift, man.
I don't know. I think maybe people are just like a little bit looser right now that there's less people. Like I know at my office, like parking garage, like I only go to the first floor. I don't have to go up to the Robert. You go to the third floor,
I go to the second floor.
but you still got to go up that ramp. And like I know some people
Yeah.
just kind of whip around that bad boy. And like I feel like now like there's a third, if not less, of the cars that there normally were, with everybody staying at home mostly. So it's like I feel like a lot of times I'm seeing people speeding in the parking garages and stuff like that, just because you kind of can right now.
That's crazy to me.
But like it's not cool. I'm not saying it's okay. I'm not justifying it. Like, but like I think that's kind of the reason that's happening right now. But it is not cool, 100%. And like just like the lack of awareness in parking garages and in parking lots a lot of times bugs the fuck out of me. Where like I've multiple times in my parking garage at work and at my apartment had to like honk at people that were just backing up, and it's like you can't like look behind you before you back up. Like
that shit drives me nuts.
look behind you. And like I was like waiting to leave before it started backing up. And I was like they were waiting in the line. Robert and I have a lot of times you have to scan your card to get out of the building, to get out of like the little parking garage thing. And they were waiting to scan their card, but then they started backing up, and I was like, this motherfucker's about to back into me. Like beep 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 beep. And then they stopped and were like, "Whoa, okay." And I was like, "Just what are you doing? Pay attention. Just be aware. Just be aware of your surroundings."
Man,
So yeah, that is not cool, Stephanie.
somehow, even though the roads are more wide open in every aspect of driving, this fucking pandemic is making people worse drivers.
I think so. I really think it is.
There's less cars in the parking garage. I don't need to look.
All right. I'll do mine first because I don't feel like I really haven't been doing enough stuff to where it's like a not cool or anything. But my not cool is having nothing to pertain to me really. But the Buccaneers and Falcons just released new uniforms this week, and I'm just really upset that the Tampa Bay Buccaneers didn't go with the creamsicle look. Like
I get it. I like them though. It's back to
They
the
were-
old
I-
Mike
they're not bad.
Allstott days.
they're like the pewter and red, but I was like, dude, I just like give me a fucking creamsicle. Like Tom
It
Brady
just-
in a creamsicle jersey would have been absolutely electric, and we don't get that, and I'm upset, and like I understand, and I don't think they look terrible, but just like I wanted the
I'm with you. I love the creamsicle, but I gotta say, when I saw him right away, it made me think of Mike Allstott. And being a former
Yeah.
fullback and loving fullbacks, and him being, you know, the last great fullback who was actually an impact player on the game.
Lorenzo Neal. Didn't score touchdowns. Lorenzo
yeah.
Neal was a fucking
Yeah,
impact fullback.
because Lorenzo was just a little bit after him. But Mike Allstott was a ball-carrying beast. And also, those were the Gruden days.
Yeah. So I don't
It
know.
was great. But also, dude, they're steel-colored ones, the full gray, whatever you want to call them.
They're brown.
Dude, those are
The pewter. All brown. They're basically like silver brown.
it's not brown.
Pewter? It's like
Silver
bronze.
and brown are two different colors.
It's like shiny brown. It's bronze.
Not even close to bronze. It's fucking like silver or gray.
Go look up pewter, buddy.
I don't know what you think pewter has in common with brown. Like, looking at those uniforms, there's no brown in that, bro.
Who's the colorblind one now, huh?
Maybe. I don't know.
That was barely a sentence, Robert.
Yeah, I know.
It worked. It worked.
Who's the
It worked.
colorblind one now?
No, it's obviously fucking Alex. Because I would say, Robert, go look these up and tell us, but obviously.
Yeah, it wouldn't be of much help.
But yeah, dude, there's no brown in that color
It's
scheme. It's
brownish.
gray or silver.
I don't know. I just was upset they didn't go with the creamsicle look. So that's
Or
really my
steel.
not cool. It's not.
I'm with you, yeah. Like, those would be great. But I do like what they have.
Um,
You said the Falcons did new ones too? I didn't even hear about that.
the Falcons did, and everybody was kind of shitting on them today. They got leaked yesterday, so they released them early today. But like, it just says ATL like above the, like where the crest is, by the where the crest is, and like the jerseys more in like the Falcons font, like the lettering and the numbers are. And I don't know, I kind of like it. I think that like I wish the Falcons would go back to like black as their like normal jersey. I don't like.
Well,
the-
I mean, they've got them in there.
like mainstay. Oh, they do have that, but that's gonna be like
Black
their-
on black.
But like,
You know what? You know what these seem like to me? They kind of look like they would be XFL jerseys.
I can see that, but I don't think they're bad. I don't think they're as bad as.
No,
everybody
I think
says
they're
they are.
awesome. That's what I'm
That's
saying.
kind of
Like,
at
these
the-
look like the ATL. It has like an XFL look to me.
But a lot
think
of
these are
times
fucking
people
awesome.
just shit on jerseys just because they can, and it's like I don't know. I think both of those are not awful, but I'm really upset that the Bucks just didn't go.
I don't think it's like a huge change for Atlanta, but I like them.
And then yeah, like that's pretty much what I got. Like I saw something today that was like a lot of teams that change their jerseys a lot usually aren't very good. And it's
Yeah.
like, yeah, you're right. The Jaguars do that a lot. The Buccaneers have done it a lot lately. Although I think the Buccaneers this one is just their shift back from like, yeah, those alarm clock looking jerseys were a terrible idea. We're sorry we ever did that. We're just gonna go back to what we already were before that. And I think that that's a better move than not doing it. But there's still some like, you know, the Packers are never going to change their shit. The Giants have tweaked theirs, but really the Giants' most recent tweak was just to make it look like more of one of their older jerseys anyways. So, like, I'm cool.
Like, it
with
feels like the Giants' only tweak was between putting a Giants or NY on their helmet. Other than that, like the jersey's slightly different.
the
but for
white
most part,
jersey
it's
used to
the
have
same.
different sleeves and stuff, but they made the
Well,
sleeves
that's what I'm
now
saying.
are
The
kinda like
sleeves are
16
slightly
Giants.
different. The sleeves are slightly different, but the jersey itself is the same basic jersey.
You know who has trash jerseys is the Texans, though. The Texans have some fucking trash ass jerseys.
What?
I don't like the Texans jerseys.
Now, here's what I think could help the Texans jerseys a lot. You know, they go the battle reds.
The Texans
red,
logo,
red top, blue pants. That's such
I
a
would
sick
like that
look.
better.
It's shocking that they've never done it. Because
I don't like-
everybody who's ever played a video game with the Texans will switch that in there. And like,
I
this looks
go
dope.
red on white pants though a lot of times, but like I don't know. I just think the Texans should rebrand a little bit. I like the logo that they have. I think they should keep the logo, but just fucking change those jerseys up, make them look.
The
cool.
Texans should rebrand by getting rid of fucking Bill O'Brien.
That would
I
be a
defended him
great
for
way to
so
start.
long, and I'm
That'd be a
so
great way to
ashamed of
start.
myself for that.
Hey, this is Roughneck City, guys. Roughneck City.
June, I would hate to steal June Jones from the Roughnecks, but think of what he could do with Deshaun Jackson.
Which you're not cool, Pat.
I got two. One of them is I've got very curly facial hair, as anyone who's watching can see. So when I comb it out, a lot of times a hair or two will just fall out, and sometimes it falls on the phone screen. You just flick it away. So I look down today, and I'm like, oh, that's one. And like I do it like 2 or 3 times.
Yeah,
I'm
like
oh wait,
89
no,
of
it's
them.
just like a little crack in my screen, that's circular. I was like, that's a new one. That sucks.
That is bad.
Not that bad. But my main one is, and this is really the first coronavirus death to affect me because it was someone that was a huge fan of singer-songwriter John Prine. He's a legend in the country community. Like 2 weeks back, his family announced that he was sick in a critical condition, and it's been kind of not really good updates since. Like the best update we've had was he was stable. But that doesn't mean anything. And I believe it was yesterday they announced that he passed away. So
Oh man.
that was brutal.
T's
If
and
you guys,
P's.
if you've never heard of John Prine, go check out some of his shit. If you want to hear just an amazingly funny song too, check. I can't remember the woman that sings it with him. It's called "In Spite of Ourselves," and it's
Dolly
duet
Parton.
about being in love, but they're both just kind of fucking misfits in the song. But it's a tremendously funny song. Like I said, dude was a giant in the country community, and he will be missed.
T's and P's.
So mine, I'm gonna do a Pat. Mine not cool is me, because over the weekend, I was trying to watch The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel. I heard Alex talk about it. I think you
It's
watched
a good
it.
show. It's a good show.
And so I clicked on Amazon. I clicked on Marvelous Mrs. Maisel. The thing I didn't realize though is that when I started watching it, I accidentally started on season 3, episode 1.
Were you just like kind of lost though?
I wasn't really lost. Like I feel like it's a good it could have been the very first episode. The one thing that really did confuse me though was like her and her husband, their relationship. I'm like, this relationship is weird. They because in that episode I guess think they had slept together, but they were also separated. They're getting a divorce. I'm like, what is happening?
You're just like, yeah. No, I get you on that. Where it's like you're kind of like, oh well, they'll probably just like do like a flashback
Yeah.
episode later on, and you're like, wait, I don't understand any of this now.
Yeah, and so apparently when you click on like a show on Amazon, it takes you to the latest season or the most recent
Oh,
season.
really?
So I just clicked play. I thought it was going to take me to season 1 because I
Fuck you,
hadn't watched
Amazon.
it before. It was only like the next day when I actually tried to go to season 1 because I noticed it was on season 3. And I tried to watch episode 2. I'm like, none of this makes sense. Why is everything so
Right?
different? And then I
any of
realized,
this. It's like
Yeah,
a
then I
totally different
realized-
show at that point.
yeah.
How many
I don't
episodes? You
know-
only watched the first one though.
The very first time, yeah, I only watched one time. When I was-
Okay, so at least you didn't like that would have sucked if you burned through like the whole like half the next or half the last
Yeah.
season, and then you're like, okay, well I kind of know where this is going, but so like, it's I don't know, it's a good show. If you haven't watched Marvelous Miss Maisel and you got Amazon Prime, like Amazon Prime, I think is the best, like because it's like I get I get Amazon Prime so I can get packages delivered in 2 days most of the time, anyways. So like Amazon Prime is just an add-on. Like, thank you for spending
I
this
forget-
money on us.
Mhm.
Here's some free shit to watch.
I know I had asked you. I forget though. Have you watched Jack Ryan yet,
I have not.
bro? You really need to get on that.
Dude, I'm building up an Arena War squad, bro, on Grand Theft Auto, and I don't really have a lot of time, dude.
You watched all of the goddamn Batmans this weekend. You have time.
Yeah, when I'm not building my fucking arsenal of
So, hey,
cars
here's
that are
the thing,
attacking
and-
people.
Emma will be down to watch that because, as the common nomenclature says now, John Krasinski is a snack.
Okay, all right. I'll be like, hey, Pat said he's a snack. You want to watch?
And I'm pretty sure Emma. Oh, I mean, it's fucking Jim from The Office, except he's ripped now. So yeah, pretty sure the ladies like that guy.
Look, my Jim from The Office wasn't ripped. He was just an everyday guy, and that's what
He
I
wasn't.
thought made him the greatest.
And he was
guy.
a good-looking dude then.
Yeah, but I didn't need my Jim from The Office to be jacked. You know, I don't even just show me. I don't even prove a point.
Now I want to watch fucking Benghazi again because that movie was great.
Yeah, people losing their lives. Great thing, Pat. Real cool.
I mean, thanks, Hillary.
All right. Anyways, that was weird. On that note, let's move on to the answers segment. If if you're new to the pod, I got a quick mention though. My buddy hit me up on Twitter, wanted me to mention, like, I know a lot of you guys are bored at home, right? A lot of you guys are at home just hanging out, not doing much at night, especially once you get that. Like,
Try masturbating.
Yeah, well, but when you're done, you can only masturbate so many times a day. But if you're bored at home right now, you're looking for something to entertain you, I got some answers for you right here. Check out JB Barnett. He's going to be doing live shows every single night at 7 p.m. You can watch him on thecoronapalooza.com or on his Facebook Live page, JB Barnett. So go check him out if you're into some live music every night. And, hit him up and be like, yo, #Gravy Gang. And he'll know.
All right, so it's music. It's not comedy, right?
Correct.
Okay, yeah, that's why. Until you said that right there, I wasn't sure. I saw that in the notes earlier, but all right, cool.
Yeah, no, it's a
7 p.m. So yeah, by the time we wrap up, I'll be able to check that out tonight. Let's go.
Yeah, my buddy Johnny hit me up and was like, yo, hey, I've actually been meaning to tell you guys about JB Barnett for like 2 weeks now, but I keep getting too drunk on the podcast to say it. And I was like, if I just write it down, I'll say it this time. So we're going to do the answers segment, guys. Now, there's no such thing as a stupid question. Don't say it. Don't say it.
Just stupid people. How dare you start doing that during mid-chug?
I should have muted him. There's no such thing as a stupid question. I can mute him, though, because he can't hear it now. This is fun. This is kind of like around the horn where I can mute Pat when I want to mute him. Nope, he's trying to talk right now, but he can't. He's flicking me off, and he can't talk. Robert, how's it feel to just, like we're just talking? Just us boys, you know?
Yeah, just us boys, new podcast, new era.
If there is something that you guys want to ask us, at Pass the Gray Pod, use the hashtag PT.
Suck my cock.
Whoa. See, this is why we had you muted, because you say
No, since I know you're a pro at lip reading, I kept saying things that were very dirty that I hope you would catch.
Yeah. So answers segment, hit us up with any of you got high thoughts. You got random questions you saw on the internet you want to ask us. You're drunk. You're thinking about random stuff. Anything that comes to mind. Do you want to hear what the PTG gang has to say about it? Hashtag PTG answers at Pass the Gray Pod. I'm at Alex J. Milton. Pat's at Not Pat Dion. Robert is at Robert Barbosa 03. Hit us up and let's get to it. This is the answers segment.
Well, if you just answered the question, why don't you just answer the question? Be honest, no big deal. Yeah, answer the question.
Don't change the subject, just answer the fucking question.
Any questions?
All right, our first question of the week comes, or I guess of the podcast, since we already kind of did a drunk cast already this week. Our first question of the podcast comes from our podcast son, Skylar Lester, at OMG. Oh my God, it's Skylar! At OMG at Skylar on Twitter. My bad, Pat.
I didn't want to scream that right in the microphone. I had to take it off.
No, I gotcha. Skylar says, have people stopped saying YOLO, or did the people that say it just die off?
I fucking hope they died.
I don't know. I was a YOLO guy for a little bit.
I've
it was like ironically
said it in the last month.
Yeah, you're just like YOLO.
Just like jokingly.
I guarantee you, most people have said it in the last month.
I would guarantee you that most people have
YOLO.
Not.
I don't know.
Because it's not something you think of, but just like if it pops into my fucking head as a joke, I'll be like, oh, YOLO.
Yeah, I don't know. I would say that I don't think they've died off. I think that they just kind of stopped saying it right now.
It'd be nice if they did, but
they started saying
lit.
They did. They started saying lit instead of YOLO.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
Our next question comes from our girl Danielle Weston at Danny_Weston on Twitter. She says, does Medusa have to feed her hair? Actually, a really good question. Like, do you have to feed it mice? Like, because her hair is apparently snakes, and if you look at her,
no, it's part of her, man.
It turns you into stone. No, I don't know, but like those snakes really get hungry.
I think she can, but I don't think she has to. You know, the food is it's a part of her. So when she feeds herself, it's still providing sustenance to her hair.
Does she cut her hair?
I don't think so.
Oh man, she could, but it'd be metal as fuck. Like that'd be some hardcore shit.
I think she just like sheds it.
One day she wakes up and is like, you know, guys, I'm gonna get a bob, and she fucking cuts her hair short and it's just bleeding fucking snake carcasses on top of her head.
Yeah.
And then she just becomes a member of a Swedish fucking metal band.
You can only really like cut your hair like once then if you're Medusa, because after that it's just dead snakes. The rest of
No,
they're gonna grow.
but it's hair for her, so they would regrow.
I think she has to feed it.
I don't think she does. I don't think she has to. I think she can.
Holding mice above their head like every so often, like in the month, you know, like once a month she's got to hold like 4 mice above her head so her snake hair can like eat it.
Oh man, she's got more than 4 snakes up there, bro.
I don't fucking know. Maybe it's just share them.
I'm just saying. I don't think she needs to. I think she can when she decides she wants to be extra
I would say
cruel because
Medusa
Medusa
has
was
to
a
be there.
bitch.
She was a bitch.
Robert, what do you think? Deciding vote.
I'm gonna go with she feeds them.
Okay.
You got to
feeds
keep
them.
them
No, no.
fed, you know?
Are you
But
going
they're-
with she feeds them or she has to feed them?
I think she has to
Uh,
be. Oh, you're not asking me.
I think she has to feed them.
Okay.
She has to feed.
Okay, I'll accept that.
All right. So she does have to feed them. Danielle, good question. At Danny_Weston on Twitter. Tim Kostanik at the call T1 on Twitter. It really should be the one they call Tim. I guess Twitter wouldn't let him have that one. But Tim Kostanik has made us our Pass the Gravy helmets that we have hanging out in my studio. I know Pat has one at his house. Robert, I guess we got to give you one of these then, huh?
No, I don't have one at my house.
I thought you got one at our last
No.
podcast.
The only helmet I have here is signed by Bart Starr.
Oh, okay, sick brag.
Yeah, I figured I'd throw that one in there.
Tim Kostanik says, if all of you were professional wrestlers, what would your names be? Which is ironic because that was not, we picked the mock draft before I saw that as the question. So.
The only one I can think of is he would be Bobby Yoked.
What would Pat be, Robert? Like, we got to give each other the nicknames. I don't think we
That's what I'm trying to think of, but I just
The Irish Giant.
The Irish Giant would be a good one. I would think like Robert would be like the law firm of Robert Jokes.
Did Emma say
Oh,
the
man.
silencer?
Like, well, we would just call you. Yeah, Emma said the silencer is what you would be.
I like that.
The silencer would actually be a way better idea.
Alex could be the hairy hitman.
Nobody's gonna like be scared of that.
Oh, nobody's gonna be scared of you, so it fucking
Right,
fits.
I'm saying the
Twiggy.
Twiggy. Nobody's gonna be scared of that either.
Nobody's gonna be scared of you regardless, Alex. This isn't about fear.
I don't fucking know, man.
Let's see. God, I got nothing. Like, you have the worst build ever for trying to create a wrestler's name around.
I'd be the Bearcat. I'll go with that. He's small, but he can kind of fuck you up a little bit sometimes.
Praying mantis because they're just kind of fucking lanky.
Not religious enough.
Well, what are those insects that actually look like sticks?
Walking sticks?
Bugs. Walking sticks.
Oh, is that what they're called? Fuck, that's not very good for wrestling.
How about
didn't say no.
the agnostic mantis?
Ooh, the lightweight. I don't know why. Funny man.
I don't think.
See, I don't think you would be a wrestler. I think you would be like, the manager of the wrestlers, like who's just like the setup guy, but never actually gets in the ring, except for because like you'd be the knock some shit over. You'd be the guy who is the like the manager of the wrestler who's a dick, like or the heel as they call it. You'd be that guy, so where like you're never in the ring, but like once every 2 months you get thrown into the ring and the good guy like body slams you. That's who you would be.
I want to be Rock'em Sock'em. That'll be my name.
You can't rock him or sock him though.
You
So
don't
I
know
don't
that.
think that's
Though.
gonna
Maybe
fit.
he's just small.
So, see, I think you would just be Alex Middleton, but you'd be the manager. So you don't need a wrestler's name.
Alex the Man Middleton, because it's like short for manager. But then like maybe I fire my client and then I have to just take up my own wrestling like persona. So I'm Alex the Man Middleton.
Alex
Mayhem
Business Middleton.
Mayhem Middleton.
But business spelled B-I-Z-N-E-S-S.
Obviously. Business with big. B-I-Z-N-I-Z-Z.
Alex, the troublemaker, Middleton.
Rocky Mountain Middleton.
Ooh, I like
I
that.
do like that.
I don't know
Rocky
where,
Mountain
because you got the
Middleton.
beard and everything. You look like you're from the fucking just
That's
middle
it.
of
That's it. It's
nowhere.
Alex Rocky Mountain Middleton, I think.
Rocky Mountain Middleton is what it is.
The Irish
100%.
Giant and Robert is the Silencer, and then I am Rocky Mountain Middleton.
Okay, I
That would
like
be
that.
our wrestling names. All right.
Rocky
beers-
Mountain Middleton.
How many
Where the
beers
fuck-
have you had?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This will be
A
number
lot.
8.
I'm on 4, so you're kicking my ass. Hey, Robert, how about you? None?
Water.
He's going water. He's going water. But
Water!
he's got a PPG logo on it, so that counts. Let's get to our next one. That was from Tim Kostanek. The last one was. Our next one is from Luke Soren. Good to hear from you again, bud. He says, which is a scarier sound to hear on the dairy aisle? Is it a blood-curdling? All right, so he gives us, which is a scarier sound to hear on a dairy aisle? And he gives us 2 choices. Is it a blood-curdling scream or a milk-curdling moan? That's fucking poetry right there. All right, you're on the dairy aisle. You hear
You're in. You cannot be on a dairy aisle. It's in.
you're in the dairy aisle. Okay, you hear
There you go.
somebody screaming. It's a blood-curdling scream, or you hear like is a milk-curdling moan, like that you took a sip of milk that was all curdled, and then you loved it. You're like, ah. Like you loved
No,
it so
okay.
much. It's like you're like you know like when it's like a white guy thing, like where you take a sip of a drink. Like watch me, I'm gonna take a sip of a drink. Like is that like you just sip like curdled milk, and you're like,
No, a milk curdling moan is just a moan that's so unsettling. Even the milk goes, Jesus Christ, that's fucked up. Like someone's just sitting there and goes, ugh.
like a blood curdling scream. I feel like we're more like susceptible to. Like we've seen
answer
that,
is
you
a
know.
blood curdling scream.
I would rather hear that.
Because no, you would rather hear the scream than the moan.
That's what
But
I'm saying.
the scarier one is definitely the scream. Because if you hear somebody that's screaming that badly, like 10 feet away from you, you jump, you freak the fuck out, and you're like, what the? And you take off running.
But
Like,
I'm in
what
a
the hell's
dairy
happening?
aisle and somebody's
You hear
moaning.
somebody
I'm
just
like, what's up? Like, what's going
That's
on?
what it is.
over
It's
here?
not scary. It's not. It's
It's
unsettling.
scary because it's a different situation that I haven't
No.
been in.
It's unsettling. Like if you're picking out milk and 10 feet to the right of you, you just hear somebody that looks like me sound like they're coming. That's not scary. That's like, what the fuck are you doing?
Weird.
It's
so
unsettling.
Blood curdling scream still better then?
Like imagine you're reaching in and
Uh-huh.
as you're grabbing milk, you just hear, oh,
Do it again.
exactly. Not scary. You laugh.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I did.
I'm with Pat. I think that the scream is the scary
Yeah,
one.
If there
no,
was
y'all
milk
won
next
me
to you
over.
right now, it would have curdled from the disgusting noise I just made.
You know, I get you. I understand.
Yeah,
I guess I agree
So
with you.
it's-
Yes. You don't want to hear the scream, but yeah, I wouldn't want to hear either. But if you had to hear one, you don't want to hear the scream.
Yeah. Well, no, the scream is scarier because you don't know what's happening. The moan is way more unsettling.
I don't
Like,
want to
I'd
hear
rather
the.
hear-
I would rather hear the scream in regular shit than the moan.
Yeah, I'd rather hear the scream.
But scarier is the scream. You're right.
Yeah. Also,
Okay.
I'm more likely to poop myself from the scream, but I don't want to hear somebody moaning like that in the dairy aisle. That's fucked up.
I feel you on that one. All right.
Just trying to get eggs, man.
I just wanted to go home, man. I just wanted to feed my family. Our final question of the week comes from our buddy Jingle Blake Wonder. Again, that's 2 times he's made it on the podcast today. At the Sexy Bananas on Twitter, and he says, "Do bubbles ever think about blowing people?"
Forever.
That made Emma laugh. I don't know if y'all heard that, but
No, bubbles are not sentient beings. They
I
have
don't
no
know.
thoughts.
I'd like to think that I was a bubble. I'd be like, I wonder, like, what would people do if I blew them up? So yeah,
I feel
No,
like
this is
bubbles want to
basically-
trap us.
Well, hold on.
in a bubble.
There's
Yeah.
2 schools of thought. There's
point.
either bubbles are not sentient beings, or
We're good scientists, man.
Or when you blow a bubble, you are its creator. You are the bubble's god. And people do fantasize about being God.
That's true. But
I'm gonna
I
say
don't-
yes now. I just brain
I
fucked
think
myself.
I think Bubbles like, what if like this was reversed? I wonder how that would be.
What if I was the one creating me?
What if there were people crackers, man? So yeah, I
Yeah.
would say
I'm gonna say yes.
Bubbles like they do think about wishing that I think they do wish that they could blow people.
Everybody thinks
And they
about
don't.
if they had God's powers at least once.
Yeah, and that's like a
And that's
super-
that's what being a bubble is to blowing a bubble. It is God. It is
You
your
ever
creator.
in the shower like so I had to order some Irish Spring shower gel. Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do the. You watch that. You do that.
You create that
No,
2-foot-long bubble in there.
But not always, because you can't always like keep it as a bubble. But every couple of times, every now and then, not every couple of times, every now and then you get one. And like, I got mine this week, Monday fucking morning. I was getting ready to go to work. Did the little like you make the little like.
For
diamond
those
out
of you
your
that aren't
hand.
watching, it's
Yeah.
when you put your hands together and then pull them spread about,
spread
so
it.
you make that like
Yeah,
diamond sign.
You make
But
the
it
diamond with
creates
your
that
hand,
film of bubble and that you can
then you
blow,
blow.
into.
and
You
it,
guys all know, like before
came out
we-
like a
before we
perfect
describe it,
oblong
you know what I'm talking about.
and I felt like I was like yes, like I was
Dude,
so
you get
excited.
jacked up every time. You're like,
And it
fuck
was
yeah,
like-
it worked.
It's gonna be a good day. It's gonna be a good day today. Today's gonna be a
I know, it's gonna be a
good
great
goddamn day because I just blew that bubble and that was fucking nuts. So yeah, I'm glad that like I was doing the hand motion for those of you just listening, and Pat finished the hand motion while I did it. Where it's like, good. I'm glad I was not the only person to do that because if I was, then I'd like I think I'm weird. But I'm not. Robert, you do that?
No, I haven't done that.
Well,
Oh, it's gonna
You're the
change your
weirdo
life,
now.
buddy. Try it out.
I usually I think I'll do that with when I'm washing dishes.
are you a
like I s-
shower gel
I-
guy?
No, bar soap.
Okay, see, I'm usually a bar soap
Oh.
guy, but I had to buy 6 Irish Spring things because we ran a hand soap. So I was
Bro,
like, well,
grow up.
it says you can use it as hand soap. So we did for a while. So now I'm
Aren't
just
you
using
tired
the
of dry skin, man? Get some fucking body soap.
body
bro.
soap.
It doesn't-
The bar of soap lasts so much longer than body wash does because I always
but it also
look at
dries
just
out
body
your
wash
skin.
just getting washed down the drain.
Bro, the last time I used bar soap, all I could think was I'm never doing it again because when even as you put it down your arm, you're like, I can feel this
you don't
drying
put
out
it
my
down
skin.
you.
And I don't have.
You rub on it and then you put it up and then you use all of the soap lather that you got on your
Oh
hands.
no, dude! I fuck. Well, I rub it all over. It's
That's
soap.
how you get hairs. That's how you get random hairs all over it. I don't want
Well,
a pubic
but
hair.
I'm the only one using the fucking soap. It doesn't matter. Also,
I
I'm
want my own
considerate.
pubes
And
all over my body.
if there is a fucking hair on the soap, I'll just put it under the water and wash the fucking hair off the
Not
goddamn
that
soap.
easy.
I'm not an
that
animal.
easy.
Yeah, no, you would
You
think
gotta get it
it
under
is
your
that easy,
fingernails by
but
scraping.
being in
and
high
it's-
school
it's
fucking
all
showers,
process.
you would think it's not that
You know,
easy.
Robert gets it. Robert gets it. You don't get it.
I get
You're
it.
Get
not a
some,
bar
just-
soap
I get it.
guy.
Robert, get some goddamn
That-
body wash.
That
It's
that
fucking
hair doesn't
20
just go away
20.
when you put it under water. You got to scrape that thing, and then you get
Yeah,
soap
but it's
scum
your
under your
hair.
fucking nails, and then your thumb. You got to like scrape out your thumb under nails, and it's just like it's all process.
It
But
just-
I feel
my
cleaner when I
skin
use
gets
bar
too
soap.
dry. I can't do bar soap anymore. But if I'm going to, it's going to be Irish Spring because that shit's amazing.
That's what I use. 'Cause it's the greatest smelling thing ever. So Bubbles definitely wish that they could blow people,
Yeah,
and we're forever blowing bubbles. Also, like
of course we are.
shout out West Ham. This is the longest unbeaten streak that they have had since we have been West Ham fans, and it hasn't been the off season. If you think about that, so shout out West Ham for well done. And did you see? Because we're West Ham fans, obviously we hate Tottenham. Fuck them. You see, they were like, "Fuck COVID-19. We're gonna go out and practice," and they're getting some shit. They're getting some shit, so it's like, yeah, maybe don't be cool. Don't be the cool guys, you know. Don't try to be
Fucking
cool.
Tottenham, man.
Fucking Tottenham. I think you should get relegated just based on that. I really think because in my West Ham group, they're like, well, how are they going to do the rest of the season? It's like, we should just let me relegate 3 random teams. And I was like, Tottenham, Man City because they cheated, and then Liverpool because they're really good. Fuck them. All
Well,
of them,
I mean,
send them down.
you're not
move on,
allowed-
stop higher.
I feel like soccer could keep going because you can't get close to anyone or else they fall down on the ground and complain for 10 minutes anyway. So
Not West Ham. We don't do that. We don't do that. Like,
no, we don't. We don't because
those bitches
they're
at
real
Tottenham,
men.
they do that shit.
Yeah,
They do that shit. All right. Hey, guys. We did it. This is our first recorded podcast where we're not all in the same room, and I think it was okay.
I liked it. I mean, there was moments where like
I miss you guys.
especially
It's
me and
weird.
you. We were all talking over each other like
Yeah.
then.
Yeah, like just now.
But overall, this felt good.
Yeah, I mean, I
Be a
guess
good
this
podcast.
is gonna be the new norm for a little bit. I can't wait till you guys are coming back over on Wednesdays, but
Yeah, I mean, I don't care about you, but I can't wait to see Wheezy. So
well, yeah, really for that. But this has been fun. You guys, hey, hang in there, guys. I feel like we got 2 more weeks of this before we start to hit that curve or whatever it's called, and yeah, we start flattening out that curve, and then I think that things are gonna start getting a little bit better. Not 100% better, but hopefully within the next month, hopefully we'll be able to do this.
I think we got a couple, but we're working towards it.
Well,
Also, hey, last thing. Any of the Gravy Gang knows how to get songs off of an Xbox 360 and onto another device, let
the
me know.
bootleg songs.
Skylar, my son, I'm asking you specifically. You're our computer guy. Everybody has to ask their child how to do computer things, and I'm
there you go.
asking
That's actually
you.
a good point.
There's one song specifically I want. I don't know how to fucking do it. I need it. So, love you guys.
Give us a
Stay
5-star.
quarantined, stay safe.
Give us a 5-star review on iTunes, Spotify, wherever you're listening to us. Roast us in the comments. You got to use at least 5 words. Roast us as long as you give us the 5 stars. Whoever has the best roast of us at the end of the year is going to win an award at iGravy's Awards. I love you guys. You guys are awesome. Stay safe out there. Wash your goddamn hands. Use that hand sanitizer. Anything else from you guys, huh?
It.
Nope.
All right. Then pass the
Fuck
great-
Pop Country.
I guess fuck pop country, like Pat said. All right. And besides that, be safe and pass the gravy. Yeah. Bitches!
Can't keep my hands to myself. No matter how hard I'm trying to.